adventurers find themselves in the town of Kobold's Keg. Gil and Pierre are two adventurers that have been around for a little while, gone on a few adventures here and there. And there's two more new adventurers in the Kobold's Keg this morning. They don't look as if they're new to adventuring per se, but they are definitely new to the Adventurers Guild. The first of these characters is currently sitting at the map table within the Kobold's Keg. Is Oltan. If Chris, you would like to describe your character.
Okay. Oltan is... Did I ever roll for his height? Go back. Wait, go back! Yeah, he's 7'3". He's 7 feet tall, 3 inches onto that, and 279 pounds. He has green eyes. You'd maybe not know. His skin is pink, but you'd never see it because he is covered in this blue fuzz. He's got these blue fuzz, and he's got these long, almost like lamb ears or sheep ears, and a short, broad nose. That's the only place that you can see the pink skin pretty much is on his nose. It looks like he's always got a red nose from drinking too much. Not because he's drinking too much, but that's just how it shows up. And he's got a short, kind of matted brown hair on top of his head and a full but short beard. And he wears kind of like a modest shirt and pants, and his shirt has feathers seemingly woven into them on the shoulders. And he carries around a staff with him that looks like it's been used to ward off things. It's got a few nicks and stuff here and there. And I think that's a pretty... you could tell he's got some ears on him, too. That's a pretty good description of him right there.
All right. Next up is going to be Larry.
So there's a half-elf that's standing there next to the table with his close-cut hair slightly obscured by a bandana that's been pinned down by a sweatband. He's wearing leather armor covering everything but his pecs, and there's a cloth cape going down to mid-calf. He's wearing colors of dark green and black, and he's wielding a short bow, or wielding a long bow with a pair of short swords. If you take a look at his exposed skin, there's scars all over his chest, and it looks like he's lost the use of one of his eyes.
Is it cloudy or eye-patched?
It's just cloudy.
Ooh.
All right, next up is Pierre.
All right, I am Pierre Polnareff, man adorned in fine linen and armor. I have a bit of air of arrogance on me. My hair is brown and curly despite my profile pic, and I'm roughly 5'6", 5'7". What did I say for height? Yeah, 5'7". Pointed nose, rough chin, strong cheekbones, and yeah, the works of a handsome man.
And one other individual is in the room, following Pierre around. If you'd like to describe Lackey.
Yes, Lackey Rousseau, my new squire. Not the smartest tool in the shed, but a capable sort. Young lad, blonde hair draping his brow. Kind of a bowl cut, really. Pointed chin, pointed nose. Kind of dim-witted looking, and roughly, what is his height again? He's short. He's a young man. He's learning. He's growing. Anyway, and that's the Pierre Polnareff Lackey combo.
One thing I just remembered is you get to add one ability point to any of Lackey's ability scores. Do you have a preference?
Well, let's see. where is he most proficient in, and where else is he lacking? Well, strength is pretty good. Let's keep intelligence low. How about constitute? No. Charisma.
All right.
The charismatic sort.
He's eager. He had his
It's no
first
longer
training
negative.
session. He's no longer what?
It's no longer negative.
Oh yay!
Stop pulling my finger.
Give me 1 second. Excuse me, one more ability point. Sorry.
Okay.
It's 2 now. I need to edit that in the description.
What else is a negative? Oh wow. Can we give him Dex?
Yes. So you wanted 1 in charisma, 1 in dex, correct?
Yes.
All right. Sorry. Forgot about that piece till I was reading back through it. Anyway. All right, next up is Oltan. Nope, not Oltan. We did Oltan. Gil.
Gil,
Wop,
last.
wop, wop, wop.
All right, good to see you again, Pierre and Patsy. This little short little green goblin with yellow eyes and kind of a nice bald head underneath his cap. He's wearing 3 earrings on his left arm. He has a bandage on his left arm right underneath an odd tattoo. He's sporting kind of your average dungeoneer's pack, as well as with a short bow with a partial quiver and a full quiver on his back, and then he has a short sword on his right side and a scimitar on his left. All right. For you that are new, sounds like a couple of our adventurers kind of went missing several weeks ago, and they were last seen going up here, kind of pointing at the suspected where the mines would be on the map. I don't know if Mr. Domat-Sol has any more information, but we're gonna go try to find him.
So, how far is this?
If I recall right, I think it's about a day or two's travel.
I'm sorry.
That sounds
Yeah.
mighty far.
Oh, it's not too bad. We're looking for a dwarf named Dracor. I know he was a pretty sturdy dwarf, so whatever they came across, it probably was pretty tough. Not so much sure about Greystone too much, seen him around town, but never saw him fight.
Hey, did you know you are green?
Yeah. Did you know you're purplish?
What? I'd say I'm blue.
Dabba-dee, bada-die. All right. So, I think the best course of action might be just to follow the river up and find a way to cross it.
Oh, a very good plan, sir. A very good plan. By the way, who are the rest of you?
Well, I'm your new friend, Urtan.
Ah, pleasure. Nice to meet you, Oltan. I am Pierre Polinerf, and this is my trusty squire, Lucky.
There are those that call me Larry?
Oh, you're not so sure about your name there, Larry?
Was that a question?
Always?
Suddenly, Lackey slams his hand down on the table and says, "Periwinkle, dude, you're Periwinkle."
Lucky?
I-
What if
Are you
sorry.
referring to Larry?
Do you mean
Sorry.
Larry by chance, dear lad?
No, Oltan. That's a sweet name. Sorry.
Thank you. Short little human.
Periwinkle, right. Very good, young squire.
No, I might have to agree with you. Periwinkle it is.
At this
Makes
point,
a note
Lackey's just got
about it.
this big goofy smile on his face. Like he's proud of figuring that out.
Keen eye, my dear pupil, keen eye. Now, Larry, at least you say your name is. Is it Larry? There was an air of uncertainty there.
There are those who call me Larry.
And what do you call yourself?
Larry.
Boy,
Like,
Hello,
is it
Larry.
spelled differently?
Larry scratches his head and says, I don't see how any of this matters.
I lean over and whisper to Lackey. I say, we seem to have snagged ourselves some real weirdos this time round, old boy.
You're one to talk.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Do you know who I am? I am Pierre
I don't
Polnareff.
care.
Sir, you slander my honor. I demand an apology.
I care who all of you are, because you're my
Oh.
new friends.
That was just so wholesome.
Well, it's better than the receptions I've been getting elsewhere.
Huh.
What kind of receptions do you receive in this new land?
Oh, usually at the end of pointed sticks.
Pointed sticks. It's better than being attacked right away.
Oh, yeah, about half a step. Anyways,
I sit
I'm gonna
back
get
down.
off the stool and kind of walk over to the archway near, kind of in between the bar and the map room. I guess I don't know what it's called. Go, oi, Mr. Dumont-Sol, do you have anything more on the whereabouts of Draco and Greystone?
As you call that out, there's no answer, and kind of looking around the corner, he doesn't appear to be at the bar.
That's mighty suspicious. Huh. I wonder where he went.
Who are you calling for?
The bar owner.
What's
Usually
his
he's pretty
name?
good with having some knowledge.
Wait, do I know Dracor from a different campaign? What does Pierre know? Sorry.
Yeah, the goblinoids on the dam.
Yeah.
The what?
We
Oh,
fought
that's
goblins
right.
on the
Okay.
dam.
Thank you.
Gil, make a perception check for me.
I think I can do that.
All right. As you're kind of glancing around, you see some sort of note on the counter.
I go investigate.
Looking at it, it says on leave for business. I'll be back in 5 days.
Wish I would have seen that earlier. All right.
So, Larry, where do you hail from?
I was secluded. I secluded myself within the forest to the west.
You're from these parts, eh?
You could say that.
I'm from the old world, myself. This is all new to me. Pretty
This
Well,
great.
is,
Well,
this
get used to it.
civilization is new to me. During my
But-
seclusion, I lived off of goblins and orcs.
Wait, you mean you lived with them, right?
Larry ignores you.
I think he said lived off them.
What's that
Oh,
mean?
I
Well,
would take it as he ate them. Be careful, little green one.
Oh dear. Yes.
It's okay as long as we don't eat each other.
I
Yes.
agree.
Let's refrain from that.
All right. Well, if we have no other questions, I'm going to go grab my horse, Cynthia, and we can start leaving.
Sounds like a
Very well.
plan, my dear fellow. I am going to procure some provisions. I will be back shortly. Come, lackey.
What was your name, little green one?
Oi, it's Gil.
Gear. Mind if I tag along with you?
Sure.
Thank you.
All right. As you, Gil and Ultan, as you step out of the Kobold's Keg, as you come out the front doors, you just feel this instant wave of heat blow across, and you look up into the sky, and it's wide open and clear here on this early morning. But once again, it appears that there's just this heat wave coming in from the southwest.
That's specific.
There's a slight warm breeze.
Oh, it seems like it's going to be another warm one. I really wish this weather would make up its mind.
What do you
And I head to
mean?
the
What do you mean, Gil?
What, the weather?
Yes.
Oh, it's been very odd with varying temps. Greystone, in fact, was looking into it at some point, and now he's missing.
I'm sure we'll
I
find
wonder
him.
if that's related.
Oh, expect weird weather in this new world. You see him write down a note to himself.
I would like to go visit a potion shop before we head out.
All right. Let's start with Gil and Ultan. What are you two doing?
Getting at least Envia ready. Would I
Okay.
see or notice Greystone horses? Or would I not know that?
You would see his two horses, which you've seen before. You're at the stables often enough. You see his two horses still in there. Appears that the caretakers are still taking care of them.
Huh. I wonder if the Greystone would be alright if we borrowed his horses while looking for him.
Best to not borrow without asking.
I don't know. His horse could come in useful if he's unconscious and we have to get him back here.
Ooh.
What if he was not unconscious? I think he might be offended. I don't know the man, but
Neither do I.
some people do not take kindly to just assuming you can borrow things.
Oh. I mean, I'd be the only one with a horse, and taking his to borrowing would be probably wouldn't be too bad, I think.
I could see you needing a horse. You are shorter in stature. Harder to keep up with us taller folks. Makes sense.
Yeah, you're one of the taller ones I've ever talked to.
Are we fighting now? How about the...
Oh, no thanks.
That didn't happen! It's not canon! Take it out!
Matt's been up too long. No!
All right. Taking the horses or not?
I say we take them.
Oh, you've been here longer than I have.
All right.
As long as we take care of them, I see no problem.
Okay.
All right.
I'll
So you
guide
pull
the horses.
Tempest and Vicky out.
I'll guide the horses.
Okay. You already have permissions. Yay. Okay.
I don't know, I'm just trying to roleplay a character that's not fond of just, oh, let's borrow horses.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Pierre and Lackey going to the potion shop.
All right. I gallantly open the door to the potion shop and say,
And
bonjour.
as you do so, you see this bottle of fluid coming towards your face. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, God, this again. This again. Oh, no.
Do you choose? You are able to duck if you'd like to. Do you choose to duck?
He chooses to catch.
I choose to catch.
All right, as you try to catch it, you kind of fumble it a little bit and then falls to the ground and breaks. And roll a D100.
Oh no.
Yay.
The only time it kills you is if you roll a natural 1.
D100. Oh, don't let this be the end of Pierre.
Only.
Oh no.
What'd you roll? A 40.
Gonna say only if you're David.
Immediately, as it shatters on the ground, you see this kind of bubbling, gurgling brown color on the floor, and you smell peppermint. And then you watch as this suddenly gurgling starts to rise up in front of you, and you watch as these demonic claws start reaching out towards you. What do you do?
Gadzooks, I pull out my sword. Have at the candy cane beast.
All right, make your attack roll.
What just happened?
You're attacking goo.
All right, as you swing at this thing, go ahead and roll your damage.
It's not.
As you swing at this thing, and immediately you hear the crack of tile as your sword pierces straight through, and suddenly Belby Roper, who you've seen before, goes, "What? No, 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 don't, damn it, you broke my tile." Make an intelligence check for me, real quick.
Intelligence. All right. Do I even have intelligence? Oh
Nope.
God, nope.
Um.
Wow.
Not familiar with this.
All right, the monster is now going to take a swing at you and is swishing at you with his claws, and he's going to miss.
Monster
As this
or
kind of
his
brown,
demon claws?
goopy monster that smells like peppermint is currently making attacks at you.
Have at the you pleasant-smelling beast. And
Don't get to say that every day.
yeah, right. So the monster's still coming at me. Can I make another attack on it?
You can.
All right.
All right. Roll your
I am
damage.
rolling good this time.
And this time he's just your rapier pierces straight towards it and just smashes open the front of the wooden counter.
Oh, good
And
Lord.
Belby's just in the back going, no, 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 not good, not good, not good. What to say? It's an illusion. It's an illusion. Stop it.
Do I? Oh no.
Make another intelligence check for me.
What is
With
Lackey saying
advantage
right now?
because she's telling you it's an illusion.
What? What? Lackey, do you... first the intelligence roll.
You can make one for Lackey as well.
Oh no. Let me go to Lackey's thing then. What did he get?
Lackey looks terrified and is kind of like hiding just outside the doorway. As they're taking a closer look at this goopy monster, it doesn't actually appear to be affecting anything. It's probably an illusion.
Wait. What's the meaning of this, madam?
Yeah, that one right there was this certain potion that causes illusions. Specifically that illusion. It works. That's good. Yeah.
And
But
you just
now I need a new
casually
counter
dangle those in the
and
doorway.
some new tile, and you watch as kind of this illusion just fades away. Currently, where it was, you see a broken tile, and then just the front boards of this counter just broken open.
Gadzooks. What? Why would you casually hang a potion like that on your doorway?
Actually, it kind of went flying.
Fine.
You gotta catapult it in order to get the proper effects. I just failed at the catch. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Yes, madam. I would like to procure some of your finest potions before heading off on a quest.
Ooh,
Sure. What type of potions are you looking for?
Of the healing variety.
Healing potions? Yeah, we have those.
And
She kind of points over at the wall, and you see a number of bottles with kind of this red, sparkly liquid in it.
oh man, I wish I was there.
how much for 4 bottles?
4 bottles of healing potion is going to be, depends on what kind you want. You want the normal ones or the greater healing potions?
Or the finest healing potion.
How much for the greater ones?
Ooh, those are 250 gold pieces each.
And the normal ones?
50.
Sounds like a fair trade. I'll take 4 of your normal healing potions, please, madame.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, I've only got one left in stock. And you see her like writing some notes down.
Excellent. So 50 gold. How much gold is in a platinum?
1 platinum is 10 gold.
Oh, okay. I'll give her the platinum. Here is 1 platinum for the potions and any
What? No,
damages for
no. 4 potions is a total of 200 gold.
Right.
That's 20 platinums.
But see, I do feel rather sorry for the inconvenience I caused to your abode. So I do hope this will more than make up for reparations and maybe perhaps renovations for safer experiments you run here.
Clarification here, out of character. Did you give her 200 gold and a platinum?
No, I didn't. I'm just
You
giving her a
gave
platinum. Yeah, I don't have 200 gold. I just have 131.
No. I can't give you all 4 potions unless you pay.
Oh, well then, crap. I guess I'll just take 2.
2 it is. All right. That'll be 100 gold pieces. I'll
I give her the
consider
gold.
this platinum part of that payment.
Oh, very good. I beckon to Lackey and give him the 2 red potions.
Okay.
Oh, and I would like to kind of inquire to her. So, looking for a good colleague of mine, Dracor. What's the latest buzz about him? Have you heard anything, dear mademoiselle?
I don't even know who that is. And, but if you'll excuse me, I do got to get back to work here.
All right, fair enough. Now, no more of those hallucinations.
You just look at this confused look on her face, and then she just walks into the back room again.
Right. I think she's learned her lesson. Come, Lackey, let us rejoin our caravan.
All right. Larry, what are you doing during this time?
I'm waiting by the main gate for everybody else.
Okay, over on the west side of town.
Eating some goblin jerky.
Oh, God.
It's really, really chewy. All right. As you guys, anything else you guys wanted to do in town before you head out?
Nope. Not it.
Oh, I dirt poor.
All right. As you eventually make all of your way to the west side of town, the heat is really getting warmer and warmer out here. It's probably in the mid 90s at this point. Here in the, I'd say mid morning or so. Yeah. What would you like to do?
Oh,
I'm
Gil.
gonna saddle up and
As we're saddling up, I'm going to talk to you, Gil. Ready for this one?
I'm always ready for adventure.
How do you suppose we'll cross this river? It looks to be about... Oh, it's very wide.
Well, if Draco and Greystone found a way, we'll probably find one too. We'll just have to, I'd assume, go upstream. If we go downstream to Dubravka, we'd have to cross the stream, another stream.
Stream would be better than a river, but...
Oh, I don't
You're
know what the
probably
river's
right.
like. I don't know much about the Lily Fall River. I mean, we could try crossing that one and be on the other side of the river if you think that'd be better.
Well, hold on, dear gents. Where did Draco and Greystone last? Where were they last seen? What direction were they headed off?
Well, I don't know. That's the problem. I was hoping Mr. Domat-Sol would give us some information, but it seems like he had some other business to attend to.
Well, hold on, lads. Why don't we just go ask around town? Surely someone has some kind of news or buzz about our dear missing compatriots.
That's what I was about to suggest. That is
Very
a
good.
terrific idea, Pierre.
All right, I'll
I
Pierre,
smile proudly.
Pierre,
All right,
how
I'll
do you
start at the
pronounce your
blacksmith.
name?
Pierre Polnareff.
Pierre, I can't do it. I just can't do it. Pierre,
It'll come to you in time, dear sort. Just keep practicing.
Pierre.
See, Lucky? A few speaking up every now and then does a good sort. Some
All right.
good.
I guess
So what would you like to do?
town to
Uh,
see if anyone has any information about Draco Greystone.
All right. Who all is joining in this?
I'm with them. I
Larry will
am
too.
with them.
All right, everybody, roll an investigation check, just to get an
Thanks,
idea.
Larry.
This became
Stupid
Scooby
Larry
Doo.
knowledge.
Oh God, of course.
Pierre was too busy.
I saw a
As
mirror.
you guys are walking around, Pierre, the heat is kind of getting to you, and you spend most of the time, instead of actually asking people, just kind of sitting in the bar where it's nice and cool, taking a short break before resuming, of course. Larry, as you're going around town, you were thinking about how did they cross the river. You eventually find the fisherman, who actually didn't go out on his boat today, is currently at his shack. You find out that Dracor and Greystone received a ride from him across to the other side of the Miserly River. Olton, as you're asking around different bits, you got the gist that they were going to be headed straight to the spider mines, which you don't know much about the spider mines, but you kind of found that it was just the two of them going to the spider mines to attempt to achieve lead for the blacksmith.
I remember
Achieve
that.
lead.
Not achieve, acquire, or
That's
acquire
quite the
steady
achievement.
source of it.
I'm writing that down. Greystone.
All right. As you guys
Ed,
all reconvene back at the
Dracor.
west side of town after probably about an hour or so of asking around.
Achieve
I,
lead. Spider mines.
I mop my brow with a handkerchief that I have on hand. Well, that was quite an investigation. What did you chance to learn?
Well, I didn't learn anything more than I already knew.
Which
I'm-
is?
Well, I went to scout the mines up north, upriver.
I heard they
mine?
were trying to achieve lead.
Oh, wait a minute. And can some of this come back to me, Joel? Because I was on the previous expedition there, I think.
You were.
Well,
We broke
make a
the dam.
history
he
check.
never made it to the mines.
I just said mission accomplished. Call
Yeah.
that good.
Make a history, and okay. You do recall a couple of the adventurers wandering off to the spider mines and then coming back before actually going in them. So you know the general direction from Beaver's Bend, how to get there.
Oh,
You remember
wait a
there was
minute.
kind of this channel of water, almost like what would you call it? Like like they had rerouted a portion of the river towards the mines.
Like an irrigation ditch. Or
Yeah.
canal.
A canal is probably closer, yeah.
I remember Lucky almost got eaten that expedition.
What?
Larry will mention, I found a old sailorman down at the docks who said that they paid for passage across the river.
Splendid. That would get us up there and lickety-split.
I'm afraid I'm a bit light on coin.
Oh,
How much
yeah.
Boy, I
is
can
it?
spell this. I'm not worried about the money.
I say.
Well, thank you, Gil.
All right, let's see if this fisherman can give us a ride.
All right, as you head down there, sure enough, he will give passage. If it's just the five of you, he can take you across in one trip, and that'll be. He'll charge you 5 gold pieces to get across, everybody. For the horses, however, he looks a little bit uneasy about letting them cross on his rather modest boat.
Oh. Oof. Should we just walk
He might be
it?
willing to risk it, but the boat is a little small for a horse, and it'd be 3 more trips across and back.
Oh no.
Oh, well, all right. I would be fine with leaving the horses. May not be the wisest choice for me, but I think we may not take the horses this time. If we want to take the fishermen.
All right.
Any? No, what's the word? Frick.
Oh,
Opposition?
I agree. Let's go put them somewhere cool and safe.
All right, easy enough. So you get the horses back to the stables, and then you get back to the fisherman. You get across the. He takes you across the river. He ends up having to row quite a bit upstream just to kind of fight the current a little bit. The river at this point is probably about 320 feet wide in this area, and he drops you off at the other side. You find yourselves kind of at the base of a lower ridge, kind of where it meets up with the river. There's kind of this ridge line that rises. The top of it probably, I'd say about 3 miles or so away from the river. It
Was
looks
this 5 gold total or 5 gold each?
5 total.
Okay, I need to do my math. That's all. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
This ridge line, I would say, it's very equivalent to like the hogback here in Colorado. In terms of its size, you're currently a fair distance away from it, but it kind of rises up, blocking any view to the north. And it parallels the river, kind of off to the west by northwest. What would you like to do?
I think we should just follow the river upstream and look out for tracks or any sign of the two.
Well, wait. Do I recognize any of the terrain? Can I do
You
another
have actually not been on this side of the river before. You've seen this side of the river from the south,
Okay.
and you've kind
okay.
of seen this ridgeline before, but you've never been here.
Out of
Right,
character,
okay.
Gil. How long has it been since they were last seen? Like, Zach and I went a week ago, so that'd be 2 weeks ago, right?
It's been about 2 weeks, which people would probably start getting suspicious about where they're at after about 1 week.
Okay.
All right. As you guys head out, who's leading the way?
I will
Alright,
be looking
Pierre.
for tracks and signs of the two.
Okay. Pierre was what?
I was going to say I was going to take lead, but
Sure.
Gil beat me to it.
I will forage the natural land. Oh, I will forage the natural land.
All right. And Larry?
I guess I'll be keeping alert.
Sure. All right. So I need Gil, Olton, and Pierre. Gil and Olton to both make survival checks. Pierre, make a survival check with advantage because Lackey's helping you. Larry, make a perception check.
Shit.
Alrighty. 1 second. Natty 20. Alrighty. As you guys are heading along, let's see. Olton, as you're looking for various stuff to eat in this area, it's a little bit scarce kind of on this side of the river, or at least on this side of the ridgeline as you guys are continuing on to the northwest.
Hey, do you fellas like grass?
No. Lucky, don't eat the grass.
As you guys are headed along, Pierre, on the ground, you see some old footsteps in a little bit of mud, headed off to the northwest, kind of along the river.
Can I investigate the footsteps? Like, what would they belong to? What species?
They look like they're from some sort of two. You see clearly 2 pairs of foot tracks that head westward. And as you kind of motion to Gil, bringing him over, Gil, you also see these. And between the two of you, you can recognize that these are definitely Dracor and Greystone's tracks.
Sounds. Gil, come hither. Look at these tracks.
They're pretty old, about 2 weeks or so.
What do you make of these, Gil?
Well, doesn't tell us much more than we already know. They came this way.
Right.
Well, we'll just keep following them.
All
If
right.
they deviate, we'll follow
All
Maybe,
right. As you head upstream, at this point, it's probably late morning when you guys are getting started here. You head upstream. You get to a point where the river starts to curve to the west. You keep following the river, and you get to a point where it starts to curve back to the northwest. And at this point, it's well, hold on. Let me do time-wise. At this point, the sun is going down. You guys have been traveling for about 8 hours or so today. Would you like to keep going? Or stop for the night?
I think it'd be fine if we just stop for the night, set up camp, continue in the morning.
Very good. Lackey, procure the camping gear.
Right, I got it. And he starts unpacking and everything. As you guys set camp, how would you like to do watches, if you would like to do watches?
All right, if no one else will take it, I'll take first watch.
I'm more of an early riser. I'll wake up early and take the last watch.
I'll take the third watch with
I'll
Lackey.
take second.
All right. Alrighty. Okay, so first step is going to be Gil with a perception check.
Oh, good. I didn't fall asleep this time.
Gil, as you're keeping watch on the side of the river, it's pretty easy to get a good bearing on your surroundings. There's not a lot of foliage around here, not a lot of trees. So you, after kind of climbing up to a little bit of a rise to the north, you get a good view of everything throughout the night. The moon is out. It's not too hard to see, but fortunately, nothing comes. Larry.
Damn, I'm upset.
Perception check.
Same thing, Larry. Looking around, don't see anything. Pierre.
All right. I'm sorry, is it survival check or?
Perception with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Because Lackey's helping you. You and Lackey have a long conversation about colors, where Lackey's explaining all the colors he knows, and you're adding your input here and there.
Now burgundy. Now that's a color.
Does Lackey
nothing-
just like have? Is he like a savant with colors? Is he in the wrong field? Should he be an artist?
Pierre, roll 2d20 for me.
Oh no. All right. Come on.
2D.
This is how many colors he knows.
He does, in fact, know 14 colors.
Oh, that's good for him. Periwinkle is one of them.
Periwinkle is one of them.
Red, blue,
But as you guys are distracted throughout the
yellow.
watch, nothing happens. Oltan, you're up as you start your morning routine.
Sun's coming up in a bit. Oh shit! Stare at the sun.
As you're staring at the sun,
But don't
you
look
start hearing
directly at it.
you start hearing a and you start hearing the calls of of several baboons up above you on the ridgeline.
Is it funny that he has a red 5 and Pierre had just a regular 4?
A little bit.
Just gonna put that out there.
I'm more dumbstruck that you had a 20.
Would I know if baboons are dangerous? I don't think so. He's not from that kind of environment.
Maybe not. Did he read the Scout Sport at all?
Nope, he kind of just got into town.
Okay, then yeah, he has no idea.
The other day. I'll, I guess, watch out for them.
All right. As you're watching out for them, they kind of are getting closer,
Do I see
approaching
them?
from higher up on the ridge.
Do I just hear them or see them?
As the sun is starting to come up, you see their figures of about 6 baboons or so.
I yell at them. Hey, you! Scamper off! Get out of here! Go!
Make an intimidation check for me.
Oh God.
They keep approaching.
Hey! Fuck off! Shark Camp! Get out of here, you rascals!
They continue
I'm
approaching.
trying to
At
yell.
this point,
Okay. Guys, get up!
at
There's
this
these
point, it's,
things
waking
coming.
the others up. You guys wake up to Oltan shouting at some baboons.
Get out
That
of
are currently
here!
about a quarter mile away or so.
Shaking my staff at them. Go away!
What's all the row?
Those things over there, they're just coming right over it
All
here.
right,
Don't
Larry.
light them.
Let's see. What's the far range on that?
400 feet. I don't
400
know how
feet.
far you said they were.
Is it a
They're about a
longbow
quarter
or a
mile.
short bow?
A quarter mile. So as you fire this arrow, you see it make impact with the ground, probably about half the distance. Maybe a little less than half. And as you do that, Oltan, make another intimidation check with advantage.
Yes, of course. I know how to do that. Intimidation. Fuck off, you
The baboons
things.
are still getting closer. At this point, they're probably about getting close to about 800, maybe 700 feet.
Good thing that was with advantage, huh?
I didn't hear advantage.
He did forget to roll with advantage.
I didn't hear that. Sorry.
No worries.
That's not the right one.
Intimidation.
We're going to investigate instead of intimidate.
All right.
It
I'll
starts
allow
with
it.
an I.
As these baboons see this arrow coming at them, it doesn't get anywhere close, but they realize those things look strong. We should get away, and they run off.
Stretch out my arms. Yeah, fuck off.
All right.
All right. Sounds like you two have this under control. I'm just gonna finish off my nap.
All right. As you get to sleep, the rest of the night goes without incident. And you wake up in the morning. And as a strong contrast to yesterday, it is no longer hot here. It's no longer, you get the sense it's not going to be another day in the 90s. The skies are still clear, but there's a cool wind coming in from the northwest.
It's a better day to travel. So we take advantage of such nice weather and continue on our way.
Don't forget to eat your breakfast.
All right.
Oh yes, rations.
Good idea.
So it's going to be a ration from
Actually.
everybody, including from Lackey.
Yep. I took 2 rations away.
All right. As you guys begin heading out, continue handrailing the river, where the river kind of curves back to the west in this long sweeping curve. You guys make your way around it. And to where it starts curving to the southwest, you watch as the ridge line kind of starts diverting away from the river. You guys continue on through the afternoon and to the early evening or so. And at this point, you've traveled another 8 hours today. Would you like to keep going or take a rest?
I have no idea where we are.
We're probably somewhere around here. He said
So
it
you're-
went
you're-
west, so
I'd say, yeah, probably about where 5 or 6 miles past where the river turns southwest again.
That's
Yeah.
up here. Okay.
out there.
Up here. Okay. All right.
During that time, can I try to find another meal?
Yeah, so I need everybody, let's see. Oltan, make a survival check. Larry, make a perception check. Gil and Pierre both make a survival check.
Ooh.
Pierre's with
Ooh.
advantage because Lackey's helping. All right.
All
Olton,
the natural ones.
Wow.
you
That's 3
find,
people.
oddly enough, you find a patch of wild carrots growing
Wild
out here.
carrots.
And you find quite a few of them, enough for probably 2 meals worth for everyone in the party. So probably 10 meals worth of carrots.
They don't even look diseased or anything. These look pretty good.
Gil, as you guys are walking along, Gil, you lose
So-
sight of the tracks
That'd be
as you're kind
10
of
rations worth total?
10 rations worth total.
Okay, just add 2 rations, everybody. Well, I guess Pierre add 4. Because
All right.
you're gonna have
because
2.
of Lackey.
Quite a
Alright.
bounty. Yes, thank you.
As you guys are continuing along, Gil, you stopped to take a piss, and while Pierre was leading the party along, following the tracks, when you finish with your piss, you come back and the party's gone, Gil.
Weren't we following him?
So,
Where's Gil?
what to call it would be a little easier to spot.
Gil!
Pierre and Olton
Gil!
call out. You managed to find your way back. All right.
We're supposed to be following you.
Sorry about that. Just really had to take a leak.
Speaking of leeks, wait, no, these are carrots.
Oh, what's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? There's no
As I eat one.
doctors among us. Larry, are you a doctor of sorts?
Larry?
I
Larry!
am not a doctor. Eat the carrots. They're good for you.
Works for me. I happily crunch on a carrot.
All right.
You heard that, Lackey?
Carrots are delicious.
That they are, dear friend.
Hey, we're friends already.
Quite so, my tall, stout friend. My periwinkle friend.
Tall and stout. I don't think those words go together.
Pish posh, I know what I'm saying.
I'm just giving you
What
a
doing?
hard time.
I know.
All right. As you guys are coming to the end of about 8 hours of travel or so, that location we talked about before, would you like to rest or continue on?
I'll rest. I wipe my brow with a handkerchief yet again. Whew. I say, why do we stop here for the evening, fellas?
Sure.
Okay, get the camping gear.
Well, that's fine by me. Do we want to keep the same watch from last night?
Yes, in the morning I'll make us all a breakfast with these new carrots.
Well, sounds like something to look forward to.
Be a carrot stew mixed with some generic rations.
Oh, rapture. Sounds divine.
Well,
Compared to what we normally eat.
All right.
Maybe some
so-
bread.
As you guys are sitting down for the night, are you using the same watch as before?
I will be on fourth watch again.
I think
I
we'll use the
proposed it
same
and it
watches.
didn't sound like it didn't change.
All right. Gil, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oof.
As the party is getting ready for, is kind of eating up the rest of their carrot stew and whatever else they're eating for the night. Gil, you notice a couple tracks on the ground. They look like little rodent tracks.
Little rodent tracks.
They're fairly fresh, but
Hmm.
I wouldn't say little rodent tracks. Large rodent tracks is a better description.
That's a difference
Yep.
between a mouse and a giant rat.
Would a bunny be a little rodent?
Yes. Yeah. Maybe it's a giant rabbit.
Oh, We got some giant rodents around here. Not the biggest surprise. We'll just make sure we note it.
Okay. With that, the rest of your watch goes without a hitch.
Well, later, before I pick up, just note there might be some giant rodents nearby. Those things can get massively vicious.
Rodents of unusual size? Pish posh, no such thing.
I've seen one as big as me. Now go back to sleep.
Just had to get that in.
All right. Next up is Larry on the next watch.
Larry is making perception check.
Larry.
Poorly.
I feel better.
As you guys are sleeping tonight, Larry, it's after a cool day where probably highs of the upper 60s, low 70s. It's been a while since you've been back here, and you start reminiscing about the woods and all the things that are in them. Suddenly you hear a growling noise. This kind of it's coming out of the bushes not too far away from you. You see this almost kind of diseased, rotting corpse of this some sort of creature that appears almost hyena-esque. I need you to roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative.
Who knows what
But
these
most of you are
are?
asleep.
I know what these are. Why didn't you make my ring periwinkle?
I didn't know. I actually made it the color of your nose.
That's not periwinkle. Nice
All right.
initiative.
So,
I can see the name. I knew what it was, just
Dang
how
it.
you described it.
Give me a second.
I already knew what it was because of how you
You
described
cannot
it.
see the name.
What the hell?
So,
that?
Larry, you see this this rotting creature coming out of the bushes towards you. It's your turn. Everyone else is currently sleeping.
I am going to yell, "We're under attack!"
All right.
And then, if that will be something I can use to get everybody else up with, I'd like to take my longbow out and shoot at it.
All right. Make your attack roll. All right. Roll your damage. As you say, we're under attack. You launch this this arrow straight at this thing's skull, and it snaps. You watch it pierce as it kind of looks up. It pierces straight underneath the jaw into the neck and falls to the ground dead.
We were under attack. Holy shit.
And next up is
Probably Gil.
Gil. Well, no, because of the initiative. Yeah, Gil slept for his turn. So
But
next up would be Pierre.
You rolled a natural 20? Okay, sure,
Alright.
fine.
Yes, but he was sleeping.
Okay.
Gil actually. I didn't see the natural 20 until just now. Whoops. Gil, you were kind of a little bit awake, and you were a little bit awake when this started going on. So as soon as you saw Larry getting up and going, you're ready. So I'll say that you don't get the extra action this time, but you do get to be awake before. So you get a turn right now. And then we'll go back into the order.
What's going on?
There was some sort of
Is
rat
there more, or did
thing
you already
on
kill it?
I don't know if there are more. I only saw the one.
I guess it doesn't really matter. We can go into roleplay mode. As you guys currently start waking up, you see Larry and Gil ready to go.
Is it time to... Is it morning yet?
What's the ruckus?
Oh, yeah. We're gonna, I guess, investigate the corpse. Just be careful, all right?
I'll come with
I'm going to be cautious coming over here, Joel. But I'm
Okay.
going to investigate whatever this is.
All right, as you start looking down, seeing this creature, it looks like it almost looks like it was already dead when it was coming at you, but it still had some sort of undeath about it. And this type of creature you don't normally recognize from being anywhere near this sort of area. But this one is quite strange. Make an investigation check for me.
Can I do it with advantage because I'm a natural explorer of the forest?
Let me look at that ability real quick. Maybe. No, because this isn't tracking a creature. This is just trying to investigate it. All right, as you're starting to reach out towards this knoll, suddenly out of its eye socket, you see this poisonous snake start to emerge.
As soon as I see it starting to emerge, I'm going to back up.
All right.
Disengage, back up.
As you start to back up, it's going to get an attack of opportunity
I
against
said disengage and back up.
Oh, disengage and back up. I'll allow it. All
What's
right.
the hubbub?
Currently, you guys watch as this kind of black serpent starts crawling out of the eye of this corpse.
Snake, ooh, it's a snake!
And
How
it
much is
is
it?
going to start to go out into this bush here.
Oh, I wanted to shoot it.
Gil, make an attack roll with disadvantage. Not with disadvantage, just make an attack roll.
We don't need to do sharpshooter. It's just a small snake.
Phew! You catch it right on the end of the tail, killing it immediately.
Probably. It doesn't have much in the HP, does it?
Not a lot.
We've been over this.
All right. As you guys were looking through the rest of this corpse and trying to figure out what's going on, you don't really find anything of value on it. It looks like it's in pretty rough condition. Probably had been in this location for quite a while. You see kind of the ground is disturbed where it had been laying and had just gotten up from. Yeah.
Well, that's no rodent.
Initially, I felt bad for the snake, and I remembered it came out of this thing here. It can't
What
be a
is
natural
this
snake.
thing?
Player in me knows what it is. I don't know if my character would know.
Make a nature check for me. I'll say with disadvantage because you're not from anywhere where these are from. Not with disadvantage, just a normal one. Just a normal one.
Take off your blind.
Nature, it's all over me. Get it off!
You've heard of these creatures before. They're called gnolls.
Looks like
this
a
particular-
knoll, but
you've
no
never
knoll
seen-
I've ever seen.
You've never seen or heard of them being undead like that, though.
Looks like it has a severe case of mange.
I think it has a severe case of death.
Of
I
course,
second that
it's
notion.
not moving. Astute observation. What would cause it to
Alright.
get so unhealthy?
Oh, I don't know if you want to be that close there, mate.
It will be fine. I'll investigate the body for whether or not it is mange or something else.
It's hard to tell. It's probably something else. It seems to just have very similar effects of mange, or similar symptoms, but
Definitely not mange. That's weird. That's fucking weird, man.
All right.
Hmm.
Not much else we
I'm
can do.
going to go put the body somewhere else. I'm not comfortable sleeping this close to it. I'm gonna. He's gonna move the body. I'm gonna move the body away.
all right.
Lackey, why don't you lend our dear friend a hand?
Okay, that's kind of gross, but sure.
Oh, you
Alright, where are you
just
moving it to?
accompany me. I can pick it up.
All right. Lucky will follow you then.
Where are you moving it to?
Probably like half a mile north, quarter mile north of us.
Okay, so taking a pretty
Quarter
significant
mile.
amount of time for it. Okay. Easy enough to do.
Okay.
And that brings us to the next watch, which is Pierre and Lackey.
All right.
Make a perception check for me, Pierre.
Perception.
All right, as you're keeping watch, it's a bit quieter now. It's eventually Olton comes back from shipping it off. Or carrying
Ultan.
Olton and Lackey come back from carrying the body away.
Dredge narrator, it's Ultan.
Olton. All right.
French what?
They
French
come back.
what?
Nothing else happens. Olton. Go ahead and make your perception check.
Perception. Disadvantage for shashing the narrator.
All right, as you are keeping watch and looking around, you find another set of tracks that you hadn't noticed before during your watch. These tracks appear to be canine, like a very large canine. You're not sure
Would-
what type.
Hmm.
And these
Would I have
these
seen
tracks,
any tracks from the knoll? You know, like it was in the area, so would I have recognized any tracks
a
from that?
few from where it looks like it had just gotten up from right near your camp. But the knoll tracks are definitely different than these ones.
Okay. Kind of canine. Wolves.
And these ones appeared to be moving to the southwest, and there were 3 of them.
3 sets of tracks. How big are they?
Probably, I'd say about 4 to 5 inches across.
5 inches could be a wolf of some sort. Think they might be wolves. I'll let people know when they start waking up.
Easy enough to do. As you guys each wake up, Uotan warns you of potential wolves in the area. And you are able to continue.
All right. What's it out?
Be mindful of those wolves, too.
Wait,
Something tells me that there's more than just wolves.
where's the carrot stew?
Here you go, carrot stew!
All right, so go ahead and make sure to use rations. As you head out this morning, it's pretty warm again. Here in the morning hours, it's probably, I'd say, already in the upper 70s. As you start heading out, I need Gil and Pierre to make survival checks. Ultan, survival, Larry, perception.
Yes. Looking for food. I love food!
Ultan, you actually managed, while you guys are traveling, you managed to find a bush of raspberries. Fresh wild raspberries, and you get enough basically to you come back with like an entire basket full basically of just raspberries, which is enough, I'd say, for 5 rations.
We could make like a carrot and raspberry salad. Add some grass, some leaves. It'd be delicious.
As you guys are
salad.
traveling here, which, by the way, I forgot to mention before, the terrain has changed a bit. It's definitely very thickly wooded through here.
Do I? I don't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wouldn't recognize this.
Everybody should add 1 ration to their inventory. That is getting split
excellent.
up with everybody.
What's that, Pierre?
I wouldn't recognize this turf. What would I?
This what?
Forest. Would he
Yeah.
The
recognize the
forest, it looks similar to the forest you were at when you went to the dam.
But I wouldn't recognize it. It just looks like any.
Not this specific location, no.
No. Okay.
All right. As you guys continue southwest along the river, through the morning and into, let's see, I'd say it's afternoon into late afternoon or so. You you come across what appears to be the remains of the dam that used to be there, Pierre and Gil. You can see the water is currently flowing through it. Has kind of pushed out a lot of the debris that was constructing the dam. There's still kind of a large pooling of water into a small lake kind of at the base of where the dam used to be, and there's water's flowing quite quickly into it and then kind of pooling up and then flowing out of it. And also, you guys notice the canal is still there appears to be a canal diverting just a little bit of water out to the northwest from this dam.
Was this canal man-made or was it naturally made?
You don't know if it was man-made, but it's not a natural canal. It was definitely constructed with like various bits of wood and earth pushed up against it, diverting the water. There's not a ton of water flowing through it right now. It's maybe a foot high and probably, I'd say, about 15 to 20 feet across.
All right, if I remember, the damn ferals were trying to flood the mines. I think all we have to do is follow the canal here.
I keep stroking my beard trying to remember stuff. My
What are you
goatee,
thinking about, Pierre? You look
Just trying
deep
to
in
remember.
thought.
I've been here before, but for the life of me, it's just been so. We were instructed to destroy the dam, and sure enough, we did, and I just left it at that. I just went back to Nebraska. But I just, it's just been so long, this terrain. So much has happened.
Well, I agree. Last I saw, it was being built. Glad someone took care of it.
I know nothing of this land. I'll just follow you guys.
All right. As you guys continue along the canal to the northwest, you travel for a few more hours into the late afternoon and into the early evening, and you eventually come upon a place where it looks like somebody had broken open a chunk of this canal and attempted to almost dam it. You see multiple trees strung across the middle that are kind of reinforced by quite a bit of earth. There's still a little bit of water flowing past and making its way through, but most of the water is being diverted kind of down to the northeast.
God,
Down a hill.
Snooks. What could have done that?
I wonder if it was Draco and Greystone. I mean, they weren't trying to ferals were trying to flood the mines. If they wanted to get in the mines, let the water in. It would be my guess.
Well,
I could see them
perhaps we
pulling
could
us
take a
stuff like
look
this.
around. I could. No, that won't work.
Well, what were you thinking there, Uton?
Well, no, it wouldn't work.
Well, what's the idea, please?
Let's just have a look around.
All right, let's investigate.
All right. Ultan and Gil both make a perception check for me.
Oh,
And Larry, I'm going to use yours from earlier.
Okay.
I see.
Looking around, there are. Why'd you roll? Oh, okay, I see. While you're looking around, all three of you notice there's a lot of tracks going back and forth through this area. You see tracks from different sorts of humanoids. Ulton and Gil, the two of you managed to catch a couple tracks that you recognize as the ones from Greystone and from Drakor before, that kind of head up, continue on up to the northwest. You guys find a lot of tracks of different goblinoids,
Of course.
different types, bugbears, hobgoblins, goblins. You guys find some canine tracks, as well as what appear to be some hooves from maybe elk or deer.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of tracks kind of through this area going all different directions.
I wonder if they got ambushed.
Which ones are the most fresh tracks?
The freshest tracks, I would say, are there's a few smaller goblinoid tracks that are pretty small. There's a few canine tracks, and there's a few of those deer or elk. You're not sure which.
So it sounds like the humanoid ones are the least fresh.
They're not. Yeah, those are about 2 weeks old. Probably the most recent tracks are maybe 4 or 5 days old.
Oh, well, that's not the most comforting sight. But they could still be alive. We don't know.
I come up behind them. What'd you guys see then?
Well, we're not the first hit. Looks like our comrades were hit, but as well as some of those damn ferals.
There's
And I guess
possible
maybe a
more
deer might be
goblinkin
nearby.
here. Possibly more goblinkin, yes. But
Is that
also
what,
we're seeing more of these, I presume, wolf tracks. And
Well, that
possibly
sounds
their
about
prey
right.
as well. Deer or elk or some kind of hooved animal.
I look over to Gil. Do goblins ride deer?
Oh, not that I've seen. They were ride the wolves.
Now see that I remember.
Pierre, make a history check for me.
All right. Actually, I remember the giant worms more, but
Singular.
Giant creepy crawly.
Pierre, you do recall Drakor and
Vega, maybe?
I think it was Vega.
yeah, it was Vega. It was Vega.
That you recall them telling you about some women riding deer that were very
Or
threatening
John.
before.
Oh, wait, John was there. Never mind.
John would
Nope,
not
would
tell
have been
them
him.
shit.
Wait,
No,
John was part of that.
John
Nope,
wouldn't.
would have been from John.
I do
It would have had to
struck
been
my
Vega.
I struck my goatee, and then I have an epiphany. Oh, wait a minute! I do recall some individuals riding deer. Yes, after our party split for a moment, and they stumbled upon these fair creatures that were adorned in foliage and riding deer.
Riding deer? That sounds like something a druid would do.
They weren't.
Boy.
Yes, we should
What
best stay
even-
clear of them.
Could be a druidic circle here. Ah. Good to know, good to know. Druidic
Oh,
circle.
great. What? We're still here to try to find our comrades?
Yes, yes, of course, but...
Oh,
You see,
I have a
you see
tremendous
Olton
idea.
scribbled something in his notes.
I have an idea. How about get Olton? How about you throw either Larry, Lackey, or Gil up in the air, and you guys could see what direction the tracks could lead.
I like where you're going with that, but that's a dangerous idea.
Nonsense, Lackey's a sturdy fellow.
Larry says,
Like
I
he
think
kinda-
that's a great idea.
Like he kind of chuckles to himself. Yeah.
See, Lackey's for it. Even Larry thinks it's a good idea, and Larry seems like a sharp individual.
Well, I'm sorry
And
if
again-
anybody gets hurt, and I go and pick up Lackey. The smallest one, Lackey or Gil, whichever one's smaller.
Gil is
Uh,
definitely smaller.
All right,
Gil.
Gil. We're gonna need you to keep a keen eye for any unusual and what have yous.
Watch out for any branches above us.
That too.
I'm not so certain about this, guys. Oh, I'm not quite the
That's it.
young man I used to be.
All right, Gil, as you are lifted up by Ultan, approximately 7 feet up or so.
I can hold him like
From here,
8.5 feet above me, I think.
yeah, 7.5 to 8, I'd say, is where he's able to actually get up to. Gil, make a perception check for me with advantage.
Oh, this would have been awkward if I was a lot more afraid of heights.
You're not afraid of heights, are you?
Well, wait now.
I won't let you fall.
Gil, looking around, kind of over off of the main area, you can see where some of these bear tracks lead to.
Spoilers!
You see a couple of trees over there, and amongst those trees, you see stains of blood.
Oh, I see more. I think they're called bugbear, and they lead to some bloody trees. I think
Bugbears
we should
tend to do
investigate it,
that.
but use with caution.
Wait, what did I didn't hear Matt.
You
What did he
don't-
say?
Gil said he sees some bugbear tracks and a bloody mess somewhere over. Which direction did you say it was?
It looks
kind of
like it's over on the southwest side of the trail, or southwest side of the canal.
Ah, that
point
way. I'll put Gil down. I'll put Gil down. There you go, little green one.
All right, thanks.
Should one of us go and scout it, or should we all go there at once?
I can do that.
Gil, make an investigation check for me. There was definitely a fight here. There's plenty of blood spilled. You're not sure whose blood or what type of blood. It's all dried at this point. Some of it has even started washing off. You see a lot of tracks around here as if things were basically just kind of engaged in combat with each other. Yeah.
So pretty much what I could have gathered.
The tracks from here lead off to the west.
Are they more bugbear or?
Bugbear tracks.
Is there any signs of drag marks?
You don't see any.
Dang.
All right. Well, there's nothing more new information there. There was a fight. Things got injured, but nothing. Anything that's dead might have been moved.
Are there any small birds or forest creatures around?
Looking around, yeah, there's a couple. They seem to be keeping their distance.
I would probably know the best way to talk to them, like to what language to use, but I'm going to use my what's it called? Speech of beast and leaf to try to get one to come to me so I can.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
Sure.
As you call out to it, asking it to come to you, this small brown bird kind of flaps its wings and comes up and lands right on your arm.
Aw.
I really wish I knew something about Snow White in this with this character.
Okay.
Just gotta say it.
And I'm going to. Oh, you're gonna do that. Okay. Hello, little bird. we're looking. I suppose you live around here, so we're looking for two compatriots of ours that seem to have come through this area. Did you say one was a dwarf and one was an elf?
Oh, I believe he was human.
Human, a dwarf and a human. And hold my other hand out and kind of like show the sizes of the different sizes for them. They're about this tall and this tall, roughly. I never met them. But if you have seen any like that within the past 2 weeks, could you show me where they've been?
The bird kind of cocks his head and starts whistling back to you.
I would assume that'd be a no. Did you just come? Do you nest around here?
It kind of whistles and it flaps its wings and takes off and flies up to the tree. And as it goes to the tree, you see a little nest right over there.
Recent nest. It could be.
The nest looks like it's been there a while.
If you've seen where they've been, could you show me their locations?
The bird jumps out of the nest, comes back down to you, kind of flapping its wings in front of you for a second, and then lands on your arm.
He got a natural 20.
And then it kind of jumps up, and then it just starts flapping its wings right in front of your face, and then it shoots off to the west.
Oh, I'm going to follow that.
Okay.
You guys can come with me if you want.
I'll chase after.
Larry will follow.
I will follow as well.
All right. As you guys head out, it is at this point. Do some math. At this point, it's probably early to mid-afternoon. And you start moving westwards away from the path. Or away from the canal, excuse me.
As we're following the bird, I'm going to keep in mind we think there might be bugbears, so if you see anything, you should stop and be very careful with where we're going.
All
Right.
right.
So-
Utan, make a survival check for me
Gosh,
for your ability to follow the bird.
dude.
The bird.
Yes!
Where is the word?
Yes!
As you are following the bird to the west, it's stopping every couple trees, just waiting for you guys to catch up. This goes on for probably a little bit over an hour or so, until you finally realize the bird is basically just following right along the tracks of those bugbears you'd seen before. And as the evening starts to come around for another hour later, following this, the bird kind of flies back to you, flaps its wings, kind of looks at you, and then starts flying back to the east.
Farewell, bird. I hope your nest stays safe.
And it flies
Well,
away.
that was a sight to see.
Look to the rest of the party. Are any of you adept at following goblinoid tracks?
I look to our goblin colleague.
Larry
I
shakes
was
his
born in
head.
a city, but I could do my best.
You know what? I'll follow you. You two seem to know your way around these parts better than I.
Larry, what did you say?
Larry shakes his head.
No.
Cool. All right. Okay. Yeah, your guys' pace is still full speed thanks to Larry helping y'all out. All right.
Thanks,
So as
Larry.
evening is coming around, are you guys sitting down for the evening, or are you going to continue?
Let's sit down for the evening.
Okay.
What do you think, Gil?
Yeah, I'm fine with resting for the night.
That's two. Larry?
Larry says, I suppose we could rest for tonight.
Three. 3 out of 3. That sounded like someone's stomach.
That was me. I'm sorry.
Bravo.
Pierre, you sound hungry. Let me fix that for you.
Thank you, good soul. Thank you.
All right, as you guys set up camp and each make your meals, go ahead and deduct your rations. And with that, we will take a short break.
Ooh. Yes. Food time.
Yep, I'm gonna go get me some pizza.
Oh, I agree.
Yay.
I should.
I'm gonna go make a sandwich.
All right.
Are we done coughing? Let's go.
One sec, one more cough. I muted myself for that one. And then
Yeah.
somebody else coughed to try to frame me. All right, it is now currently evening. The bird rolling a natural 20 on its intelligent to figure out what you were trying to say to it helped lead you guys to the west, where you met up with some bugbear tracks.
How would it
Um,
need to figure that out?
It's it understood your words. It wasn't understanding what you were looking for, and then
It
it
says
did.
they can understand the meaning of your words.
Yes, they understood the meaning of the words. They didn't necessarily know what a dwarf was or a.
I
Or
figured. That's
Greystone.
why I held my hand out to like the size of the creature.
Yep, and that's why I let it do another roll, and it rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
The DC was pretty low, don't worry. Yeah, it is now currently evening. You guys have been traveling today. Between traveling and investigation, everything, it's been about 8 hours or so. You're here in this thicket in this large forest. What would you like to do?
Rushed.
All right, same watches as before.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, give me a moment. So the first one on watch would be Gil.
15, baby.
Gil, as you're keeping watch, there's not as much visibility around here. It being in a forest and all. But you're pretty good at hearing. And while you're keeping watch, nothing of note seems to happen.
Oi, forest is just a dry swamp.
All right. Next up is Larry.
Dry swamp.
Larry, perception check.
All right. Larry, as you're keeping watch, the first hour of it goes by just fine. And then during the second hour, you see a little bit of light. Not very far away, maybe a couple 100 feet to your northwest. It appears to be like some sort of fire. You're not sure what.
Does it look like it's getting closer?
Hard to tell whether it's getting closer or just larger.
I squint at it with my one eye, cover my other eye just to make sure I'm actually seeing it. And I'm going to go wake up Gil.
Okay.
Oi, what's going on?
I see some light about 100 feet away.
Oh, and I'm gonna assume it's not daylight. All right. Did we want to go investigate?
Larry will think about it and shakes his head and goes to wake up the rest of the party. He says, "Wake up the party first."
All right. I'll take the big guy.
Then after I wake everybody else up, Joel, I'd like to start stealthily going towards it to investigate.
And I will
Right.
do the same.
Everybody that's going to investigate it, make a stealth check for me.
Holy shit!
Hey, me and Gil are super stealthy.
no.
Wow. Wow.
Stealth check.
Pierre's with disadvantage, which is what he gets.
Why did I even bother
Can you
sneaking?
do? Oh, never mind.
Oh,
You know what? I don't want to ruin Gil's perfect 20.
boy.
I'm gonna just ready my.
You already rolled. You're going.
I should go
Okay.
with everybody else, so I want to hold back, but like how far?
What's up? You going or not?
Wait, that means Pierre and
Yeah, I'll go.
Ultan don't
Oof.
actually have dark vision, do they?
As Pierre and Olton are kind of wandering through the darkness here,
Oh shit!
Larry, you watch as Olton is about to step on a dried branch, and you immediately push out your hand and stop him
And I point to it.
and point at it. He can't see it, but he gets the gist there's something there and moves a little quieter. As you guys continue along, Pierre's a bit of his armor gets caught in one of the trees, and Gil, you very quickly stop and start fixing it and getting him unstuck. And as you guys continue along, you
I'm gonna try and
view.
keep my distance from Pierre.
Okay.
Fair. I don't blame you.
Over here, as you guys are continuing along, Larry and Gil are the first to notice. You see a campfire, and around it, you currently see some goblins that are starting to bed down for the night.
Can I see how many goblins there are?
It's a little hard to see right now. You might be able to get closer and find out.
Still loading.
You see there's at least 4. And you also make out a couple rats. Giant rats.
No, I don't. I have no idea where these guys are.
Northwest.
Oh, way
wow.
over there.
Oh hello.
They're emitting light.
It's an interesting viewpoint.
There I am. Everyone else though.
I'm gonna hold up my hands.
I don't see him.
That I'll whisper goblins.
Oh.
Take that? I didn't. Check. Ah, I
So you
could've
guys
changed
see,
that.
you can't, Pierre and Ultan, you don't really, it's hard to see very much here in the darkness, but you do see and hear Larry pointing to the northwest and saying goblins. And looking out there, you do see the campfire, or some light from the campfire at least, with some goblins out there, maybe 150, 200 feet-ish.
All right, lads. What's the plan?
I can make out at least 5, 6, 13. Some rats, some goblins.
Sounds like a lot.
Well, I agree. I can barely see myself.
Oh.
And staring at the goblins. Larry mentions bloodthirst. It calls to me.
Are
Is
you
it
okay, Larry?
Is it uncontrollable? You have control over yourself right now.
All right, we could kill him. They seem pretty feral. Well, I would recommend we try to keep
Have
it
control for now.
What?
What was that?
I was whispering to Oltan. He
Oh.
asked if I had control. I said, I have control for now.
I am going to. Larry, may I? And I hold my hand out and hover it over your shoulder.
Currently, he's a little bit further away from you.
Larry, come here. I can't see you. I'm sorry.
You heard the voice coming from somewhere to your north, and there he is.
May I give you some help? And I hold my hand over your shoulder.
Yes.
What?
So with that hand, I hold my hand out over your shoulder, and then it says there. No, it doesn't say there's composed. Cool. With this, you will be guided, and I give you guidance. It gives you a 1d4 on ability checks. On an ability check. It lasts for
Basically, next ability check you make, you
in
get
the next minute.
1d4 added. So it does not count for attack rolls or saving throws, but it does for ability checks. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm gonna move towards that cliff. By the looks of it.
Cliff.
And
What
I
should
don't
we do?
know.
I motioned to Lackey and myself.
That
Trying to think.
is a very familiar spell. Oh, I can make the ground very difficult for them to move through.
As you guys discussing this, you watch as Larry and Gil just fade out into the shadows
Oh, shit.
silently.
Well, I have no idea.
Yeah, yes. What is it?
Are you good at destroying things?
Am I good at destroying things? Yes, I am.
I will cast.
Joel, I want to get up here.
Sure, make an athletics check
I'm going
and
to go down
add
to
the
the
1d4.
south side to do that.
Sure.
Oh shit, that's.
Can I make an acrobatics rather than athletics?
How are you trying to get up there?
Very
Climbing?
dim.
You might be able to parkour off that tree to do it. Yeah.
All right.
And add a 1d4. All right, easily enough, you manage to just bounce off one branch, off a rock, off another branch, and up to the top.
And
Quietly.
I will. I was going to do this anyways, but he used it, so I'm going to put guidance on Pierre.
Okay.
With this
What's that?
little bit of luck, you will hopefully perform a bit better in your next endeavor. Try to hide. And then I'm going to walk a little bit away from him, kind of stumbling through the dark.
You bump up against a rock, a large boulder.
Oof! Ooh! Oh! Another one!
You hit a tree.
And I will cast Produce Flame.
Okay.
That's 10 feet radius, I think. 10-foot radius.
10 feet bright and 10 feet dim.
Yep. Should be.
So 20 feet total, 10 feet of it is dim. Right?
Yes.
Suddenly you light this flame in your hands.
And do any of them see me? Did any of them
Make
look?
this time, are you trying to cover the flame a bit, or?
No, that could work, but I'm just trying to see if they're paying attention.
Okay, make a stealth check. I'll say with disadvantage.
Sure. Boop. Doopy doop. Yeah.
Holy
Joel?
cow.
Interestingly enough, Larry and Gil, as you see this bright flame kind of pop into existence from Ultan, none of the goblins seem to notice. Yeah, Larry?
Cool.
I was going to say, I'm noticing the plane go up from Ultan. It's going to hold an action to see if these goblins start to come to investigate.
It appears that they're just chilling around the campfire.
I'll glance at Gil. I was trying to see what he wanted to do.
Having bow out, I doing an invisible, like shooting an arrow, and kind of nod and shake head. I actually have no idea.
So I'll take a shot. I'm assuming it'll be with advantage because I've got the height.
All right, I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
I know how to do this. I know how to do. There we go.
That's funny.
Nice. I got 2 natural ones in a row, effectively.
If it makes you feel any better, the giant rats also rolled a natural one.
Yay! I suck just as bad as the goblins do.
Still doing
that's
better than
awesome.
They
Amelia.
might suck a bit more because they probably don't have a 20 for their dexterity.
The bar. Where is it set now?
Oh my gosh. 3 people rolling natural 20s for initiative.
All right, then that's
What?
gonna be
That
Gil.
was funny.
Here. And then Ultan. And that's everybody.
You had a plan. It's okay.
Okay. So first up is the goblins that have no idea anything is going on. And then suddenly, Larry, as you draw your bow and take the shot, or attempt to take the shot,
It's not with advantage because I have the height.
you are correct. It is with advantage because of the height. All right, as you fire this shot, which one were you attacking?
The closest one.
Which for you, closest one you can see is that one. Got it. Okay. Yay for Control L. Roll your damage on that. As you fire this longbow shot, right into the back of this thing's, killing it instantly. Suddenly, all the other goblins go. It is now. They're definitely alert now. Gil, you're. Hold on. Why did I not put Larry in the initiative order? Why did I not do that?
Goes, you got a natural 1?
Nice.
I don't know.
All right. Now there we are. Okay, Gil, you're up next.
Looks like
As all the goblins are currently surprised and just sitting there not knowing what to do.
So it looks like I can be able to shoot that one. All right. We will shoot that back one.
All right, what's
That's
the range
fine.
on your attack? Or what's the range on your bow?
I have sharpshooter, so 360.
Oh, you do. So yeah, gotcha.
So we're gonna
Make your attack
do
roll.
regular short bow, and I'm gonna assume this is just a regular attack. Or do I have
It's up to
height?
you.
Oh no, I mean like with advantage.
Oh,
I
advantage
don't
or
know.
disadvantage? Where you're currently at with the hill in front of you, up a little bit, I'd say it's just a normal one.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, as you fire this long short bow shot, make it roll your damage.
And hold up. Just so you know that there is 2 parts to this attack.
Oh,
Yeah, because I have that too. So if you take the attack action, you can make 1 additional attack. Cool.
wait, hold on.
So that first one's going to that goblin, and then the second attack is going to.
Yeah. All right. As the first attack sinks into that goblin, killing him immediately. The next attack.
Another railer.
Make a quick roll. As you make the second attack, the arrow flies just off to the side, and it looks like a little bit of the string on your bow might need a little bit of a quick adjustment to get it fixed.
Well, I knew this bow wasn't all that great. I knew I should have got a new one.
Pierre, you're up. As you hear the goblins now panicking off to the northwest.
Do the sound again.
Do the sound. I see that Old Time has lit a torch. and I'm thinking maybe I hear the goblins panicking, so I'm thinking that maybe they're Pan's light. So I ready a crossbow. I give Lackey a rope and say, "All right, let's try to take one of these alive. As soon as I stumble one, you hog time. Got it, Lackey?"
I think I get it. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, just tie him up. Like, remember the farm back in Aldrich?
Oh, yeah, the form. Yep.
Yep. How you hog tied that pig? Yep.
Yep, I
Exactly
hog tied
like
that hog like a hog. All
Yeah, you did, boy.
right. Doing anything else?
No, I just ready across. Let me move so I don't hit poor Alton. Just gonna move right here.
Utan, you're up.
Um, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh shit. Hi, Gil. Bye, Gil. 30. Shit. I wanted to be up here too.
I'm not. Well, no, I need to be on high ground.
What would you like to do?
I'll stay. 40, 50. We'll stay there.
All right. Next up is Larry.
All right. Still doesn't look like the goblins are doing much, huh?
They're panicking right now. They're surprised.
I'm going to shoot this one here.
So then attacks on them are with advantage if they're surprised?
No.
Okay. I thought that's
However,
what that
Mine are
effect
with
was.
advantage
Attack
because
is
I've
with
got.
advantage because they can't see you and because you have high ground, Larry. All right, that will hit. Roll your damage. As you fire another arrow out from your high ground, it pegs him right in the shoulder, and you just poof. You watch as his arm falls clean off. All right. Next up is the giant rats. You guys hear this shuffling of creatures, and they will start moving the direction they hear the sound coming from. And you just watch as suddenly this mob of giant rats starts rushing this direction, just kind of following the sound.
Oh boy.
All right. Now the goblins. Those goblins that were around the campfire are immediately going to start running for cover. This one's going to dash over here, and this one runs up over here. All just trying to take cover behind the trees, watching 3 of their allies get picked off. And this one here sees Ultan's light and is going to make an attack with his short bow with disadvantage. And as he makes the attack, tink, his bow just comes straight apart. And you hear this kind of panicking. This one here can also see Ultan, will also make an attack with disadvantage. Thankfully, with disadvantage, it's a 10 to hit.
Miss.
As his bow fires just past. And with that, it is now Gil's turn.
Sounds like the bow got loose, so shooting would be a bad idea. So we will spend my action trying to fix it.
All right, easy enough to do. You see some of the loop where it's tied, the knot was coming a little bit loose, a quick and you fix it.
And
That's your action.
yeah, I know. Yeah. Let's see. Hail of Thorns is a bonus action, right?
It is.
I can cast Hail of Thorns,
All right,
really.
easy enough
It's
to
upon
do.
the next minute, so.
Pierre, you're up.
Whoops.
Pierre, you saw just kind of these rats start skittering and then into the darkness. You can still make out a couple of them. So that's 20 feet right there. 25, 30.
I have no idea where Brendan is.
What would you like to do,
Oh, wait. There we go.
Brennan? Are you
Brendan.
muted?
Brendan.
Mute?
Yeah.
There you are.
Sorry. Yeah. So I switched my crossbow sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Is that a cliff? Yeah, that's a cliff. Okay. Nope. That's just it. Just
you
want to
can
stick close to
move.
the light.
All right, Uton.
I'll stick close to the light. I'm going to cast my. Oh, I'm going to take these spikes out, these sharpened twigs out of my component bag and just punch them into the ground. And spike growth. From here.
Okay.
Should be a
What's
20-foot radius. It's the exact same
Radius or
spell
feet?
that Mick uses.
Gotcha.
The 20-foot radius.
All right. So
That's huge on this map.
it's that big and can be moved to where?
Center of it was going to be
Here?
here. Yeah.
All right. I need to look at that spell to see what all happens because I recall it, but I don't remember
It's
the
difficult.
details.
It's difficult terrain, so their move speed
Every
is
5
half.
feet they move, they take 2d4.
2d4. Ouch. Okay.
Piercing damage. It's camouflage to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a Wisdom Perception check against my DC
Ooh, nice.
to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering it.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure they saw maybe a shimmer
They
or they got dark
immediately
vision, so
notice
it's
as
like,
these
uh-oh.
spikes just start shooting out of the ground all around them. Larry, you're up.
All right, this goblin over here. Is that with advantage or disadvantage?
Which one?
I can't ping it because I'm using the ruler. This one.
Also,
That one there. That will be with advantage, but he does have 3/4 cover from you.
I have sharpshooter. I ignore that.
You do ignore that. That's right. So that'll be with advantage. All right. As you fire this shot, it pings into him, and then you watch it. And he kind of lets out this sickly, gurgling scream as he falls to the ground. Now the giant rats, and also the goblin that thinks it's a giant rat.
what? What?
You watch as this kind of swarm of rats starts moving forward, and that's a lot of damage.
2d4 for every 5
You know what?
feet.
I'm just going to use the first one for all of them. No, I can't do that. I'm going to use it individual. How many is that? 5. That's 9. Holy crap. Okay. So, dead. Not dead.
Zach, I still love this spell.
Dead.
It's very, very effective.
Oh
Not
my
dead.
god.
It's basically an area denial.
Not dead.
You've killed and done a shit ton of damage in my campaign with this spell.
That's for every 5 feet they take that?
For
They
every 5 feet.
Every 5
Holy
feet,
crap.
they take that
Okay.
much damage.
Jesus.
So if it travels 10 feet, it takes.
Yeah, no, these things
Another-
are stopping
again.
after they go 5 feet because ouch.
You are rolling 2d4s,
But
right? Not
ouch.
like to 2d8. Yeah?
Yeah, it's 2d4.
Okay.
And that's a lot of them, and I just realized I hit those rolls. Anyway.
Unfortunately, it doesn't get more effective as it levels up.
I can see why.
It doesn't get more effective. It's
Pretty
like that.
effective as it is.
All right. For these two that
I
do
wish
manage to
its
get
radius would go up or something, though.
So these two here are going to start skittering up the side of this. They're not up to you yet, Larry. They're probably about 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
As they start skittering up the wall to you.
Sorry, Larry, if you're in that. I can't see
Meanwhile,
you
the
very
others that
well.
are- The others that are in there and still alive are just like panicking, like squeaking giant rats, and also a goblin in there currently squeaking like a rat. Goblin's turn. This goblin is going to
say it.
is going to shoot at Larry.
You can't even see me.
Never mind, he can't see you from there. He's going to shoot at what he can see, which is Ultan. Disadvantage from this distance.
Still hits.
14 to hit. Deals 3 points of piercing damage.
What's the concentration save?
It's going to be a 10. Constitution saving throw. DC 10.
Constitution. Oh, shit. Oh wait, it wasn't a choice. I was like, I
you
should have made
successfully-
that one of my my proficiencies, and then I remembered saving throws aren't optional.
Yeah, they're based off your class. So, you do successfully maintain your concentration.
Wait.
Next, the other one is also going to shoot at you with disadvantage. 12 to hit.
That ties, I'm pretty sure.
Just
hits.
barely hits as it sinks straight into your arm, dealing 8 points of piercing damage. That's another Constitution saving throw.
That one fails.
Okay,
So,
you watch as the
there you
spiked growth suddenly just vanishes from the area. Or I guess you can't see too much of it, but you sense that it has.
I can see where I put it.
Anyway, next up is going to be Gil.
3's 11.
We're gonna just shoot this one.
Which
Right
one?
there. That rat.
Okay.
Regular shot. Yeah, we'll do a regular shot. Is this advantage or regular?
From here it'll be advantage because you are raised up above it, about 10
Cool.
feet. That'll hit.
And don't forget Hail of Thorns is active.
Squeaks as you hit it, and then suddenly all these thorns just launch out. What's the radius on that?
5
I think
Five.
it's just
right?
5 foot.
5 feet. All right, roll your damage.
And it is a
1d10.
1d10. Thank you.
I have this almost memorized from Chris using it all the time.
Yay for having everything down at the table. They all take the damage, or they make a dex save. I don't remember.
All of them take it. There's no save.
Oh wow. Then yeah, you watch as it just shotgun blasts all these spikes around it, killing 2 more rats as well as the goblin that thinks it's a rat.
And then I would like to attempt to move down the cliff.
All right. You jumping down or climbing?
How high is this?
About 10 feet.
Aw. Well, we'll go for climbing.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me. Or use all of your movement to get to the bottom. Either or.
I don't think it's a reaction, but
Well, we'll
Matt?
do it. Why not?
What are you doing?
it's an action. Okay, cool. I'm doing nothing yet.
Matt?
Am I on mute?
Can you hear him?
Can you hear me, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay. You can use all your movement to get to the bottom, or you can make an athletics check.
And
Oh, you
I
made an
rolled
athletics. I didn't see the check. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you managed to climb down successfully, and you got 5 more feet of movement.
Ta-da!
All right. Pierre, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move closer. Oh, what happened there?
You're not exactly sure what's going on, but you heard a lot of screams and whimpers from the rats and
From the mat.
From the mats?
The mats.
no, from the
From the
rats.
mats. Can I see Old Town a little scratched up? And I also I heard a lot of horror noises down from over there, so I'm wondering, hey, what's going on? What did I miss?
There's a lot of things died, I think.
Sounds like it. I mean, gracious, all that horrible mangled screams and gargles. Ugh. All
Try
right.
not to
Is there
think
any
about
left
it.
for me?
Light a torch, find out.
Yeah, all right. Lackey, torch.
Yes, sir. And he kind of immediately runs up and starts shuffling through your bag and pulls out a torch.
I'm sorry, Joel. He said lackey, not patsy.
What?
The voice you used, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Right, I'm on it.
We all
You're-
want him back, god damn it, but he's gone.
It's almost gone through puberty.
You're right. I'm sorry.
No, it's so cool,
I
man.
got it. I got the torch.
Right. Well done, Lackey. Don't burn yourself again.
Ultan, you're up.
Okay. I think that says it says an action, doesn't it? Or
That's
as an
pretty
action.
nice.
Later. Cool. That's cool. And then this one says it is. Where is it? I can't. There it is. Bonus action. Sweet. Okay. I don't see anything nearby. Yeah. There's nothing I can see within 30 feet, right? That's enemy.
Nope.
So I
You
will.
can just barely make out this goblin here, kind of hiding behind a tree.
I will take.
Maybe less.
I'll just extinguish my flame, and I'll use hidden step as my bonus
Okay.
action. So as an action, extinguish the flame, and then turn invisible.
Poof.
So long, fellas.
Where'd he go?
And you guys don't know this, but I'm moving a bit to the south. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll say 30.
Okay. Larry, you're up.
All right, these two ones that are coming at me, with advantage or not?
So they're currently about 10 feet below you on the rock. So I'd say not advantage from this current position because.
Okay, I'll hit
Yeah.
one and then horde break for the other.
All right, make your attack rolls. Both will hit. And they both die as you hear as they start tumbling down
And
off the
then
rock
I'm going
face.
to move right here, so I'm out of the light that Pierre's shedding.
Okay.
So, was Larry literally raised by wolves?
What?
Now this
You don't
one
know.
that
I
that's
don't.
left is going to continue running forward here. The goblins can still oddly enough oh wait, no, you're invisible. Never mind.
Nope.
He's trying to flee because there's a lot of death happening right here.
Oh,
He
God.
just wildly fires a short bow with disadvantage off towards the light, which is gonna miss as he's running. The other one also is kind of panicky. He's gonna take a short bow shot with disadvantage against Pierre. It's gonna miss, and he's going to run.
Did I see where the bolt came from?
It came from somewhere off to the northwest, actually.
Northwest.
And
Aha.
yeah.
If you attack,
Oh, wait,
Alright.
that's what the whole lot
Next
of
up
them
is
are.
Gil.
can you do super disadvantage? 3 rolls and take the lowest?
Nope. It's either advantage, disadvantage, or none.
2, 3. Huh. All right. We're going for this one's leg.
All right.
Not going for a
Attack
twin
roll.
blow.
DC's gonna be higher.
Yep.
Beware.
That's why we go for precision.
All right. As you fire at it, the arrow threads between those two trees and straight between the goblin's two legs and misses.
And
Wow.
I think
That was-
that maxes out my move speed.
All right. Next up is Pierre.
All right. Sensing that. Well, okay, Pierre's an idiot, so he likes it to make a flashy entrance. Say, stand back, lackey. This calls for a tremendous entrance. As he runs off, jumps off the cliff, and attempts to land heroically.
Make an acrobatics check.
Aw.
Watch as I get a sprained ankle.
You successfully landed in style.
Ah. Oh,
Superhero
wait.
landing.
Lucky had the torch. Anyway, where's that bolt? Where is that guy with that bolt?
You don't see it. Well, let me see. You don't see him from where you're currently at.
I know, that was more in character. Like,
Oh,
all
okay.
right, who fired?
With that, it is now Ultan's turn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, 21st. And I'm going to use that speech of Beast and Leaf and tell the rat, you should probably run if you want to live. There's some deadly things here that aren't you. And then I'm going to move 25, 30 while I'm invisible.
Hold on. So the hidden step, the invisibility goes away at the start of this turn. Invisible
Okay.
until the start of your next turn. So you're currently visible already.
Yeah, sure, fine. I don't step away from it.
Okay.
I thought I was still invisible.
Make a persuasion check.
Sure.
Or animal handling, either or.
Oh. Yay, options.
Yay!
Okay.
Lack of options.
All right. Next up is Larry.
Can I move here, or is this technically part of the cliff?
Yeah, you could move there right at the edge.
Saw that going differently in my head.
All right. Well, I'm gonna attempt to do exactly what Gil does. I can see this guy, so I'm going to attempt to hit him in the leg as well.
All right. Make your attack roll.
Is it with advantage because of the height?
Yes. Yes, it is. But the DC is higher because you're aiming for specifically. Okay. As you fire this shot at him as he's running, the arc is very low and fast-paced arrow, and it just skims him right in the calf. Skims right past. All right. Next up is the giant rat. The giant rat is going to look up at Ultan, a little bit confused, and is going to try to run away. You get attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Nope.
All right, it's going to use its full dash and just sprint to the south.
Take carry, little rat.
This goblin up here is going to use its full dash. And attempt to run as well. Next up is Gil.
Yay, me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So that's your movement.
Yep. And that
Done?
little bugger ran off.
All right. Next up is Pierre.
Disheartened that no one but Lackey saw that, and that there's no enemies about, because he does want to capture a goblin to help find his friends. So he's just probably gonna, patrol a little bit, stay in what little dim torchlight he has, see if he could spot anything.
Okay.
Wait, how many
Um,
steps was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ultan, you're up next.
I will light another. I will produce another flame.
Okay.
That's an action.
Uh-huh.
Wait, did I actually see Ultan?
Yeah, you should be able to see
Yeah,
me. I'm not
yeah.
invisible anymore.
Okay, cool. That's right.
Larry?
Then- well, I'm gonna move.
Oh, go ahead.
Nice.
5, 10, 15, 25. Oh my, I seem to have destroyed more than I thought. 30. Was that? That was probably 5, 10, 15,
All right, Ultan.
20.
Not
We'll
Ultan.
stop
Larry.
there. Larry!
Larry is going to attempt to parkour and get down here.
All right, make an acrobatics check.
Parkour.
Beautiful. You managed to jump onto the top of this tree, over to the rock, down onto
Be
a
right back.
branch, and somersault onto the ground below without using any of your movement.
Yay, gravity.
And I guess I will continue moving. See if I can. It's not moving my character. Okay. Hi. Okay, fine. I'll just click and drag. Then,
All right.
Hi, Larry. We're having so much fun.
I miss.
Nothing.
Oh, good.
So that's 20 feet, Zach?
it's only 20.
I believe so.
Good.
All right. As you guys are now attempting to pursue the other goblins remaining, it's difficult to find them now. We're going to go ahead and go to roleplay mode. As you're chasing down, they seem to have disappeared. They seem to have gotten away.
Well, I am seeing all these bodies. I'm going to speak to the grass using that same thing that I use. What is it fucking called? I'll say what's going on. No, I'm talking to the grass and I'm trying to encourage it. Grass, these nutrients here are for you. Grow well. And I'm going to also search the bodies.
All right, make an investigation check.
Oh, right. I have to open my character sheet again. Oh, why is it so tiny? Why? So dumb. Investigation. Weep, weep, weep.
All right. As you guys are looking through the various bodies that are here, there's a lot of dead rats. There's a goblin that's currently just wearing a loincloth mixed amongst the rats. The other goblins, you see they've laid out some skins, some pretty dirty, nasty skins as kind of some makeshift bedding here next to the campfire they've got. On these goblins, you also find the campfire. The main log of it, or the main, it's not really a log, it's like it looks like a torch that doesn't appear to be burning up. Like it's on fire, but it's still burning.
I will pick it up.
No.
All right. As you pick it up, the torch is still burning. It's the handle of it is not, but it's burning, but it's not burning up. Like it's on fire, but it's
Where
Does it
not.
seem like it lit the other
torch.
logs on fire?
What's that?
Does it seem like it was able to light the other logs on fire?
It seems so.
Where are we in relation to the dam?
From your best guess, somewhere west, maybe a little bit northwest of it.
How long did it take us to get there?
Well, it was
Now, you
about.
said we were following the bird for like an hour.
Yeah, that was about 2 hours. Yeah, the bird for an hour, and then you traveled an extra hour afterwards from there. Yeah. So 5-6 miles maybe from the canal.
Would like
As you guys
to-
are also searching, you managed to find 4 gold pieces,
What the?
29 silvers, and 108 coppers. So I'll put that in the chat. And Larry, that torch that you've picked up is an ever-burning torch.
And I'm walking up to Oltan's, handing it to him, and says, this torch does not seem to go out. Perhaps you can find more use of it than I can.
What do I do with it? Does it? I'll just hold it.
Okay. So you got the flame in one hand and the torch in the other.
Look at my. Yes. Put the fire out with a snap.
Lackey.
My produced flame.
As
I'll be right back.
As you make that snap to extinguish flames, and you're thinking extinguish the flame, you notice the torch, the ever-burning torch, goes out as well.
That's fucking awesome. Do it again.
As you snap your fingers, it comes back.
This is amazing.
How are you doing that?
Watch.
Astounding, Lackey. Do you see this?
Torch is currently just flashing on and off.
Zach's back.
Yay, accidents.
All right.
Someone lit their packs on fire with the ever-burning torch.
No, I figured out how to turn it on and off accidentally.
Clap your hands.
That's a
I wonder if that works too. Here, hold this. And I hand it to Pierre.
Right.
Clap.
Nothing happens.
So it works in a
Snap.
snap then.
As Old Ton snaps, nothing happens.
The fuck?
This thing must be defective.
Here, hand that back to me.
All right.
Snap.
It turns off.
What the?
Zooks.
Now I'm more confused.
That makes 2 of us, old sort.
Well, I think it's whoever holds it. That's how it works.
That would make sense. Here, hold this, Pierre. Snap your fingers.
All right. I snap my. I put my sword. I put my sword back in its sheath and then snap.
As you do, the flame comes back.
Gadzooks. Oh.
Good observation, Gil, wherever you are. I can hear you, I just can't see you out there.
Lucky,
Oh.
do you see this? This is astounding.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, damn right, it's cool.
Should try to figure out how to make another one. We could both use one of these.
Oh yeah. Wait. How do I turn it off? I snap it. Oh, there we go. As fascinating as this is, I believe we have more pressing matters to address. I.e., the whereabouts of our compatriots. I wonder if those goblins had any evidence of them on them. If that makes sense.
Oh, right, the reason why we're here.
Yes, yeah.
Yup. Hoping to find some information, but I think a couple of them got away.
Blighters scared them off, I did.
Could try to follow them, follow their tracks.
Who's the best tracker amongst us?
Probably
Well,
these
it's
two.
either
Yeah, I'm not
Jay
good at
or Larry. Well, looks of it.
So, oh man.
Well, we should probably finish our rest.
Yeah, all right.
And
I'm a pretty.
continue in the morning.
I'm a bit beat. Yeah.
Right. What if we use their camp? Or camp really close in case they come back?
I like this notion.
All right. As you guys set your camp back up and return back to, you kind of move some of your stuff. Lackey brings Pierre and and his stuff over. You guys set camp back up and sit back down to rest. Pierre and Lackey, you're currently up.
All right. Roll for perception.
Correct, with advantage because Lackey's helping.
Yep.
And as you roll, it's pretty quiet out here. You're able to keep the fire alive. And Ultan, you're next.
What am I doing?
Perception check. All right, keeping watch. It's pretty quiet out here. You keep the fire going until morning. And kind of as the sun starts coming up, you kind of feel the baking heat start to come out again.
Hot again.
And you guys end up resting just a little bit longer with the combat in the night. It's currently morning, and you are awake here in the thicket of throes.
So is this considered a short rest or a long rest at this
A
point?
long rest.
Okay. I can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Joel, before we break camp, since we're using their camps, I'm going to search their bodies for arrows. Try to replenish the ones I've used.
Yeah, you can find. Roll. What would that be? Roll 3d20 for me. Between a lot of them, you can find probably 26 arrows that are usable, and maybe one quiver that's usable. Other than that, the rest of them are pretty crappy condition.
All right, well, I'll take that second quiver.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, it's morning. What would you like to do?
Do we have breakfast again?
You do. Go ahead, spend a ration.
Yay. That carrot stew's divine.
All right. Let's see if we can't pick up the trail.
Lackey, pack our things. We're off to the dam. At least I think.
Gil and Larry. Well, who's leading the way? Who's looking for the tracks?
Lime, Gil.
I can assist.
Okay. Both of you make a survival check. Larry with advantage because you're in a forest.
Yay!
As you guys are immediately trying to find the tracks of the goblins that left the earlier night before, Larry, immediately you start motioning for the party to come over because you found the tracks. And Gil, you, however, followed the other tracks, and you find a goblin asleep in the bush next to you.
Oh. I motion to the others to quietly come my direction.
I am not going to sneak.
All right. As you guys come
And I'm
over.
going to pull out my swords and make sure if he wakes up that
I'll give Gil guidance. The 1d4.
Larry will approach with his bow out.
Okay. As you guys approach this goblin, he's just sitting in there. It's like this really weird snoring.
reminds me of home. I mean, all right. Anyone got rope?
Oh, lackey, go give him the rope. But
Right. I never put it away last night. It's right here.
Excellent. Now, quietly as possible.
He sneaks
Don't
over. Roll
want to
stealth
wake
check
him.
for him.
How do I roll a stealth check for?
Just a dexterity.
Oh, okay.
Pick him up.
Oh shit. Does he have dexterity?
He's got some.
Uh,
He can walk, right?
I was wise to put dexterity as.
Yeah, he's got an average amount. Yeah, easily enough. He sneaks on over and very quietly and steadily starts wrapping the rope around this goblin's arms while he is sleeping.
I've taught him well.
He gets him tied up. It's not the best knot, but it's not bad. What would you like to do?
All right. I like to kind of tap him on the head with my scimitar. Not damage it, just tap tap.
And in Goblin, he says, "Please don't hurt me! Please don't hurt me! Please don't hurt me!"
Oi, mate, that depends on what you give us. We're looking for someone.
I got no gold. I'm sorry. I don't have much.
Oh, do you have information?
Maybe? What do you need?
A couple companions came out this way. A dwarf and a human. Sound familiar?
Maybe? What they look like?
Dwarf and a human? Pretty stout dwarf, heavy armor. Forget what the human looks like.
Every dwarf I've seen is fat.
And how many have you seen?
4? The 3 of them were dead, though.
Any of them with a human?
Yeah?
Oh, how many of them?
I've seen a bunch of humans. We spy on them a lot. Yeah. The dwarf and the human, together, what, a week ago?
About a week or two ago.
They're over at Camp Swordlax. The bugbear Glubs, he brought them in.
Oh, do you know if they're dead or alive?
They were real dead. Yeah.
What?
What's she saying?
All right.
Gil, what's she saying?
Oh, you've seen some dwarves and some humans? Sounds like there was a pair dead. Bugbears brought them in over at Camp Snorlax.
Don't suppose those are the friends we're looking for, are they?
Well, there's one way to find out. And I think our little buddy here will gladly show us the way.
Did he say they were fine? I yell across.
No. He was quite happy they sounded to be dead, so.
Dead? Oh, that little wretch. I oughta.
Alright, little guy. I think you're gonna show us where this camp is.
Well, last I knew it was to the west. And he kind of points a direction. He points to the southeast. And then he kind of looks up at the sun and, like, a little confused, like, wait, maybe that's not the right way.
West is over there.
Yeah, it's that way. It was that way last week. It moves around a lot, though.
How much?
Every couple weeks.
Couple weeks. How much does it move? Like distance?
I don't know. I'm not in charge. Do I look like I'm in charge?
No, you don't. You look like you're alone. What the hell are you doing out here alone?
Real quick, are you speaking in Goblin? Do you know Goblin?
No?
I
thought he was speaking English when I spoke
back
to
and
him.
forth. Yeah, I'm assuming this
Okay.
is being translated.
Okay. I just made the comment that wasn't West. Thought he was speaking common, but okay.
I could translate.
Yeah, that's my mistake.
Ask him
Anyway.
what he's doing here alone.
Well, mate, we did kind of kill quite a bit of them.
He
It's
doesn't
more
seem
or
to
less alone.
recognize us.
That's true. Anyway, I say he guides us, or we just go west and find it from there. I like the former idea.
Well, if we... Bugbears is the problem. They're not gentle creatures.
Well, I've noticed.
I don't know if we want to come across those right now.
Why not? I'm sure if we ambush them properly, we could obliterate the whole lot.
What? Between me and Larry, we quite the range.
So just FYI, it is 1 o'clock. So per the new rule, we got to start head back.
Gotta start heading back. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Works for me. So in that case, we just did reconnaissance and we got some information.
All right. What type of numbers are we looking at?
At Camp Sorglex? I don't know. What's the one that's like 10 of the 10s?
10 of the 10s.
Yeah.
100?
People 100.
Cool. What's 10 of those?
What?
It's 1,000.
Yeah, there's like that many.
That's an army.
Would it be possible to have like an insight check or something to see how good it is?
Sure, make an insight check.
See how good he is. Because he obviously doesn't know where West is. Yeah, I believe him.
He doesn't seem to have a reason to lie right now.
But that's gotta be an exaggeration.
Ask him how he would react if he pissed off every single goblin in the camp. See what his reaction is.
Who are you asking that to?
Gil, the one that can speak to him.
So
You relay
the question itself.
Yeah, you relay the question. He's like, you watch this, his eyes grow big, and he's like, oh, I'd probably be dead. I'd try to get away from there, way away from there.
With that reaction, that looks like he's scared. Seems like we should be scared if we pissed every single one off, too.
I admit,
All
1,000's
right.
quite a lot.
Well, at least we have some information. It's to the west, and there's a lot of them.
The only
Sounds
thing you
like
need to do now is confirm whether or not the dwarf and the human body that they brought to the camp are your friends or not.
I wonder if I could infiltrate.
Possibly.
Well, if we could at least find their camp, that would be one more thing.
It'd be great if you could just fly in or go in invisibly.
Hey,
Oh,
quick
wait a
pause.
minute. What if we throw Gil again?
Quick pause. I was wrong. The new rule was 45 minutes. So you guys still got another just over 10 minutes
Yeah.
before you got to head back.
Yeah.
Well, if we get there, I'll give you a little bit of help, magically. But that's all I can offer.
All right. Let's see if we can at least find this camp.
All right.
That'd take too long, wouldn't it?
Again, we could toss the goblin.
Can I look around for any druidic symbols?
Yes. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Or deception. Nope. I'm not seeing any here.
You don't see any.
Okay. Oh, that whole plan's gone. Carry
Alright, what would
on.
you like to do?
Gil?
Sorry, what?
What would you guys like to do?
I guess start going west and see if we can find the camp.
Sure. All right. As you guys start moving out, I need Gil to make a survival check. Whoever's keeping watch, make a perception
I'll
check.
give Gil guidance on his survival check.
Okay, so that's an extra D4.
Is that a
Uh,
cantrip?
Add the
23 plus.
D4 anyways.
Joel, can I do both?
You can do one or the other, not both.
It says I can do both with my Natural Explorer Forest. I can be,
One sec.
when you're engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you can remain alert to danger.
True. Alert to danger and watching out for enemies isn't quite the same. But like if something were to be about to attack, you'd notice it. If that
Okay.
makes sense. So
I'll remain alert for fun.
okay. All right. Gil, you are able to follow the tracks, or follow, or I guess, are you just heading west, or are you following the tracks of the other goblin?
Following the tracks, I guess.
Okay. Also, what are you doing with this tied up goblin?
Bringing him with us.
Okay. You're able to follow the tracks of the other goblin pretty easily, and after approximately an hour of travel, you find him passed out along a rock. Just kind of leaned up against it, sleeping.
Then this is our tied up one, or?
This is the other one that got away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could he maybe validate what the other one was saying? Should we badger him real quick?
All right, got more rope.
No, I actually gave it all to Lackey.
I think we're that was the last of our rope.
Damn. Knew I shouldn't have wasted all that rope on the farm.
Rope.
Well, all right. If no one else got rope, I guess we'll have to go the more barbaric way.
I don't
And I'll
Barbaric.
unsheath my scimitar and short sword again.
Oh, I see where he's going.
Well, we could just scare him off.
All right, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Yep, we're gonna, cross the swords next, like in front of his neck.
All right.
Wow, I'm menacing with these things, aren't I?
As you kind of kick him awake with the swords out in front of his throat, he kind of looks up at you and says, "Oh, I thought that might happen soon. Doesn't matter. I'm dead if I go back anyway."
Well, I'm just looking for more information.
What kind of
Say-
information?
We're looking for some companions that sounded like they came out this way. So dwarf and a human? Sounded like
And he just starts crying.
Oh,
Aw.
dear.
well, what's wrong with you?
I'm dead if I stay. I'm dead if I go back.
What you
This
saying, Gil?
damn ladies on the deer will kill me if I stay here. I'm dead wherever I go.
Do I?
Huh.
I kind of see the small goblin crying. And I'm saying, "Hey, what's wrong with him then?"
Apparently this little bugger's screwed.
Oh, screwed in what way? I mean, he more so than fight against us. Like,
Hold up. So, you know where the camp is?
Yeah.
And what's with this one on the deer?
They've been killing us every time they see us.
Oh, it sounds like you have some good information.
Not really. Just you're walking along, and then a couple people die, and then you see this lady run past on a deer, and that's it.
Huh. That's all you know about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Hmm. How about I make you a proposal?
Just get it over with.
Well, I was gonna offer you a way to live.
Go on.
Oh, there's a new town. It's full of, well, not one of like every race, really. You come in, be one of our citizens. Don't cause trouble. Could probably find your place a home there.
He's got kind of this almost look of disgust on his face, but seems opted. Make a persuasion check.
Does she know common?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could try that. Can I go?
Yeah, well, we could escort you there. They're, I think they're warming up to goblins.
I might attack him if he shows up looking all like that.
Oh, well, that's why we're there.
I got an idea. So Pierre has a glint in his eye. So maybe if we dressed him up a little more properly, maybe he'd be a little more presentable. I have some fancy clothes that might just fit him.
Might have a hard time if he only speaks one language.
Oh crap, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I got too ahead of myself. I just want to dress up a goblin.
I see that, Joel.
Apparently he poofs.
Nope. So, where'd the goblin with the rope go?
Oh.
Looking around, he doesn't seem to be nearby.
Oh, at least we got our rope back.
No, you
Nope,
didn't.
there's no rope.
I'll
That's
miss
too
it
tough.
along.
He couldn't have gotten far.
Oh shit.
All right, little guy.
So, I just found at the bottom of my pack. I pull out some rope. Sorry.
Well, it's a little late for that. All right. Well, did you know anything about these corpses that apparently were brought back to this camp?
What?
Florvex?
What?
Sounds like
We bring back
bugbears?
corpses all the time. It's how we eat.
Huh. So you wouldn't be able to identify a dwarf or a human?
I can tell what a dwarf is. I can tell what a human is.
Did
Humans taste a little better, believe me.
Describe what they were wearing.
What?
Gil,
Wearing.
describe what they were wearing.
what were they wearing? Do you know?
What were who wearing?
The dwarf and the human about a week ago.
What? I don't even know
No.
what you're talking about.
No, I said describe what they were wearing, not ask.
Shut up. All right. Sounds like some bugbear brought back maybe a dwarf and a human about a week ago to Camp Snorlax, whatever it's pronounced.
Slurvlax.
Slarvlax.
What about it? I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't.
Sounded like some meal came in, yes?
What?
All right, when was the last time you went to Camp Snorlax?
I don't know, like a week ago?
And was there any feast?
No? I mean, maybe like for the hobgoblins, they have feasts all the time.
Do you know if they brought in a dwarf and a human?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
All right. Do you know where this camp is?
Right now, I think they were going to move south, but I don't know where. You could probably find where they used to be to the west.
Oh, just go. You're obviously useless.
Okay. And he just runs off.
Well, here's another idea. I think. If you know what one of the items they were holding are, you might be able to locate the object. Oh wait, that range is too small. Never mind. Never mind.
All right. Well, the best we got is a camp to the west, and that it might be moving south.
Don't even know if your friends are there.
Oh no.
Know what?
And,
Just spitballing, but if there are druids in this forest, that would probably be our best bet right now. See if they know anything.
Do we just
All
go
right.
quietly and ask?
Do you have any idea how to find them?
Oh, no.
You'd have to
no.
find their circle. Those, they don't... It's not well known where druidic circles lie.
Well, that doesn't bloody help.
Nope.
Good. Go find another needle in a haystack. Because, we're getting so far with what we have.
This is a dilemma.
Oh.
Perhaps we should just call it for now. Come back maybe next week?
Not bad. We did do a little reconnaissance. I'm sure our compatriots will be fine. I mean, this is Greystone and Dracor. I've seen them in action. Very mighty fellows.
Have you seen them, Greystone, in action?
I don't think I have. I've seen Dracor in action.
Yeah, you didn't see. Yeah, Pierre hasn't seen.
I haven't met the other guy. This is true. Really wanted to
Alright.
dress up a goblin.
Well, I guess we'll just turn back for now. Obviously, every information we have is pretty poor.
Okay. Just give me a minute. I need to go do something really quick.
Someone's got a tinkle.
Yes. Tinkle.
I go walk off from the group, and I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna walk up to a tree and tell it in Druidic, using the speech of beast and leaf.
If you could pass the word along to any druids in this forest that another druid of the land is here, you'd like to meet them at some point.
Oh no.
Just
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Convince the tree with a natural 20.
no, keep in mind, I'm in no rush. It can be a week or two from now. Sure.
Okay.
That's it. I'll go back to the group.
Well, you finally finished up.
Yeah, I should probably drink some water too. That was a lot.
Been holding it in, huh?
Yes.
I guess it is a long journey back. Alright.
Shall we go back?
Let's.
Larry, you haven't said anything for a while.
Thinking. Lost in thought.
It happens to me all the time.
I believe we should go back.
Agreed.
All right.
Let's go.
Alright, it's agreed upon. Let's return.
All right. As you start heading back along the way you came, Gil, are you leading?
Sure.
Larry, keeping watch.
Yep.
Olton foraging.
Yeah.
Pierre, what are you doing?
I'm following as well. Wacky and toe.
Okay.
Just following, not doing
Gil
anything.
and Olton make a survival check. Larry, make perception.
Whip, 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 whip.
All right. Gil, it's a little harder to keep the exact path back. You lose the tracks for a moment. You regain them, then you lose them again. While this is happening, Olton, you found some more very nice raspberry bushes, and are able to get enough for about 3 rations worth.
3 rations.
No, I'll say 5. 5. That's a 20. So yeah, that's 5 rations worth.
Okay. Everybody gets 1 ration. But be sure, there's been a lot of berries lately. You might want to get some cheese or some kind of potassium because, you're going to have the runs tonight.
Oh God.
Gil and Larry, the two of you together, are able to keep the party from getting lost, and it's about 2 hours to get back to the canal. So at this point, it's about midday or so. And then from the canal, are you headed back southeast towards the dam?
Yeah.
All right, so it's another approximately 2.5 hours back down to the dam.
I'm going to leave a, let's see, what would, in the, oh, wait, should have ink? No, that'd be a bad idea.
Mhm.
I don't have anything other than that. Yeah, I'm just going to... Yeah, it's something that we did at... Yeah. I'm going to stack some rocks at the edge of the forest. You know how you stack like a small
Yeah,
one
a
and then a
cairn?
middle one? I forget what they're called.
Yeah, the rock cairn.
Yeah. I'm going to just stack them there.
Okay.
And then we can keep going. Go on.
As you continue down, you managed to get back to where the dam had previously been. And as you, what? Someone just disappeared. There he is.
There I am.
As you guys start making your way up the riverside, Larry, you notice a couple branches that appear to have. They appear singed as if hit by some sort of lightning. You're not sure what. Doesn't look like the most damaging lightning, but there's something. This you didn't see these on the way in. They just kind of stand out to you a little bit.
It looked like there's been a fight that's been in the area.
Hard to tell.
Um,
If there was, make a investigation check. Looking for tracks and everything else. I'll say with advantage. Cool. As you're looking around, doesn't look like there was a fight, but something came through and just zapped a couple of trees.
I'll point them out to the group and say, not sure what caused that, but they're definitely not natural.
Gadzooks.
they're not?
Look at the sight of
Can I
this.
investigate? Can I investigate them to confirm
Yeah, go
that they're
ahead.
not natural?
If you're, I'd say make a nature check for that.
Okay.
Okay. Looking, it's definitely not a natural thing. And looking around, you can actually see as a kind of, there's almost a trail of them heading off into the forest to the northwest.
From
Just every so often, there's a couple trees that look like they've been zapped by some sort of electricity. Not
from the
not like
dam
really
to the
powerfully, but
northwest.
An angry thundercloud?
Okay. I don't
um,
know if I can mark that on the map, but I will take note of it.
looking up here, you see there's some light cloud cover. It's pretty hot out. I'd say late or upper 80s or lower 90s.
Oh, maybe not that then. Oh.
Does it look fresh?
Fairly, yes.
Oh.
In the last day or two, maybe.
Does it look like... Can I... Is it, like, affecting a large area, or is it just kind of like this branch?
Every so
and then
often,
this
there's a
branch?
tree that got zapped. Not
And
a
it's
huge,
like
not a large area of the tree,
dead?
just like a branch or two.
Okay. Every so often, a branch or two zapped, and it goes off towards the northwest. Could be big, could be small.
Would we like to investigate?
Well, ow.
Investigate.
Sure. Do we have
Alright.
time to do that?
Not really. You kind of got to be headed back.
Okay. Well, let's make note of it. And maybe if we come back next week or 2 weeks from now, we can follow that lead. Those trees are, well, maybe they're druids of the forest. Those trees are unlikely to heal that quickly. Let's mark this spot on the map, though. This is at the dam, right?
This is probably, I'd say, about an hour and a half northeast of the dam.
Oh, good. Good to know. At a 3
Hour and a
mile
half
per
to 2
hour.
hours northeast of it.
At a 3 mile per hour pace.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're talking it's about 5 or 6 miles northeast of the dam.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll keep going. I'm making note of it on the map right now.
All right. As the afternoon turns into evening, you guys are at a point where the river is currently traveling from southwest to northeast. You're not quite out of the thickets yet, but you're on your way out. Would you like to make camp?
How far are we off from town?
A while. Several days.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. We took a boat. Yeah, let's set up camp.
Okay. All right. As you set up camp, same watches as before.
Yep.
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 Okay. Give me a moment here as I set some stuffs up. Do. Get up. First up is going to be Gil.
Yay!
Wow, all the natty 20s tonight.
It's because I had 8 natural ones in one session. It has to compensate my life.
Oh, it does it.
You're right. I think this game just hates my sorcerers.
Are you guys making a fire or not?
Yeah, let's make a. We have a cool torch. Let's.
Let's
Okay.
use it.
Yeah, you never gave me the torch back, so you have it, right, Pierre?
Yes, I do. Lackey, the magic torch.
Yeah, I've got it right here. You look, he's been like playing with it.
You haven't. Well, careful with that. I know
Be
you're
sure
excited
not to break
about
that, boy.
Yes. Also, be sure not to break it. But good lad, Lackey. Good lad. I snap my finger.
And as all of this is happening, Gil, as you guys are setting up camp still, everyone's still awake. As you're setting up camp, Gil, you notice some movement off to the northwest.
Uh-oh.
Oi, who's there? As I draw my bow and arrow.
Okay, give me a second. Gil, you see, kind of coming up, you see a goblin. Not one of the ones from before, different one. And then you see another goblin.
Oi, who goes there? Goblin.
And as you call that out, in Goblin, he says, "Oh, is that where the other party went? Did you guys find anything?"
Nope. What about you?
We ain't found shit.
Well, where did you look?
And as they start coming in, you realize there's quite a few goblins approaching. With that perception check, it's at least 7, 8, 9 of them, and you start seeing one of them, his head popping up above a bush. He's currently writing something. You can't quite see what it is from where you're currently at.
Rat. Wouldn't surprise me if it's a rat.
And I'm sorry, what was the question you asked him again?
What was it? It was like, where'd you look?
We looked where we were assigned. Up north in that awful Whisperwood. It's freaking scary up there, man.
What? In what way?
The trees, man, they're whispering to you. And as this happens, you can see about 10 or so goblins, and they're now close enough to see the other party members.
Oh no.
Hello there!
As soon as this happens, they immediately take an aggressive stance.
What? That's not the wisest choice to make.
Wait, what? What is going on? And coming around that bush, you see a goblin riding a warg, a large wolf-like creature, but much stronger and larger kind of shoulders and top of his back area. And he starts riding it up here. What's going on? Wait a minute. Who are you with?
Hey,
And
Joel.
yes.
If they get within 100 feet, I'm going to ready a hail of thorns.
They're within 100 feet.
All right.
All right. Roll initiative.
He said he would ready it.
Oh.
I haven't
Okay,
cast
so
it. I haven't made an attack.
You
Just
cast
said I'm
it.
readying it.
Okay, gotcha. We'll hold off on the initiative for now. Gil, I'll let you use that same one. And they're coming closer, and ignore if this place looks familiar.
I'll put my hand on Gil's shoulder and say,
See if you can convince them to leave.
and give him guidance.
What? There's nothing really to see here. There's nothing of value.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. But you do have the guidance, which is a 1d4.
Huh.
15 plus.
Ooh,
That's pretty
19.
nice. The goblin on the warg approaches you or is slowly coming forward, and he's kind of looking around to see what you guys have, and doesn't look too impressed, and saying, "Who are you?"
Well, we're just looking for some lost companions.
Tell them this isn't my natural form.
Doesn't matter what.
I'm gonna turn into a hobgoblin using disguise self.
All right. As you turn into a hobgoblin, the goblin, the one on top of the ward, sees this happen, and what's your DC?
My spell save DC?
Yes.
14. Let me
As he's
double
looking,
check
he's
that
like,
for you, but it should be.
What did he just do?
It's a 14.
What?
Oh, well, he was just pretending to be that big float. This is my boss.
You make a deception check for me.
Can I give him guidance again?
Yes, but he hasn't made the roll yet, so yeah.
Regular attack roll.
Yep, just regular deception check. Plus the D4. That's a 17. Okay, compared to the goblin on the work starts squinting his eyes and looking real close.
I'm gonna
So
glare
you're
at
in
him.
charge, huh? What's your name?
I just fold my arms and under my breath I mutter, "Tell him I don't talk to them."
Oh, you don't have the rank and authority to talk to him. He's not impressed with you.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
I give him guidance again.
Okay.
Disadvantage. This is not gonna.
Add the thing still.
Depending on what you roll, it's a 10.
I'm dying right now.
Tested by.
Yay!
Yeah. Holy shit.
On top of the warg, the goblin says, "Is he Rash? What was his name? The mute guy, the one whose tongue got cut out.
Yeah, that's him.
Laughtech.
I'm gonna stand up a
Sounds
bit
about
straighter.
All right. So what about those other guys back there? What's their deal?
Oh, they're just some they're peasants. We're trying to work we're trying to cut them out of their stuff and try to see where they're
You just kill them. And at that, he takes his bow and he fires it at Pierre.
Oh, hell.
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Well, you're not gonna like it. He wants you dead.
Why do I have to be so low?
There's Larry got a natty 20.
And you said you'd keep the one I rolled earlier, so
Yep.
at 19.
Not good.
I'm the one that got shot at. I should
Because you
complain
look like
more.
a human.
And you weren't trying to hide.
What's Larry doing? And I should have done more history checks. I'm such an idiot. I could have retraced steps better.
All right. Next up, first up, Larry. As you see this goblin start to draw his bow and take aim at Pierre, you're up. And with the natural 20, you get an extra action in combat, or in this first turn.
All right, I'm gonna use sharpshooter on that warg.
The one on the goblin, or on the warg itself?
No, the
I'm
warg
using it on the
itself.
warg itself.
Yeah. Okay. Make your attack roll. That'll hit. Roll your damage.
And the goblin needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
If
He
the
does.
one lives.
And so does the warg. They both take half of 5.
All right.
And then I'd like to use Horde
As you
Breaker on the little goblin.
Okay.
Oh, no, not that one. That one.
That's not there you go.
Teleport right there, stab him, and teleport back.
I shoot my longsword at him.
I throw my sword at him.
You said I get an extra action, right?
You do.
Sharpshooter on the warg.
All right. That's gonna hit, and just you guys watch as this just flurry of arrows shoots out. And looking back, you see they all came out of Larry's bow. How do you want to do this?
Well, the first one hits and causes an explosion. I'd like that goblin to kind of get thrown up a little bit, and then have the arrow hit him in the side, and then the other arrow hit the other warg in the head.
You guys watch as there's a little poof, a little explosion. Larry's accuracy is so good, he shoots this goblin out of the air as it falls down to the ground next to this warg, which he follows up with another arrow shot, killing both of them immediately.
Externally, I'm
Gil.
trying to keep the thing going up, the disguise up, but internally, I'm going, holy shit, that was great.
Gil, you're up.
All right, you guys really want to go for the fight?
Is that your turn?
Yep, I'm gonna see
Make
what
a
they do.
persuasion check with disadvantage.
I would like to have my swords out for sure, or
Okay,
as
you
many
can
as.
pull them out while you're saying that.
And intimidation, right? With this.
Yeah, that would be intimidation. With
You said persuasion, but initially you
yeah,
had said
he's
persuasion.
Are you sure you want to fight? I mean, that's
Why is you
in
really
this
want
case,
to
it'll
fight?
be intimidation.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
So
intimidation.
disadvantage though because you are in combat with them.
Disadvantage. Oh, what? Zach's display does not counter it? Dang.
Just a neutral roll. Sure, you've persuaded me.
Yay!
Persuasion check worked.
5.
Roll did not.
Holy shit.
All right. With
Go
that,
with
you
disadvantage.
watch as just this swarm of goblins starts running forward with their scimitars out, pissed off. One's gonna make attack against Ultan, 13 to
Fuck,
hit.
that hits.
Deals 3 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
This one here is gonna run up to you, Gil, and make a scimitar attack. 11 to hit, misses.
Nope.
As it swings and you take a step out of the way, this other one is going to come up and try to make a scimitar attack again. See, that will hit. Deals 6 points of slashing. And you watch as these other two goblins here, that's 10, 15, wait, 10, 15, so that's they're going to come up to here. Can someone see anybody? Yeah, he's going to make an attack against Larry with his short bow. The bow just flies off nowhere. The other one's going to make an attack against Gil as he runs by. 17 to hit.
Ties, so yes.
It's going to hit you for 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh, wow.
These goblins in the back are going to run forward 30 feet each. Two of them are going to make short bow attacks against, one against Gil, one against Lackey in the back. First one against Gil, second one against Lackey. 10 to hit for Lackey.
No, not Lackey.
What's his armor class?
What is Lackey's points? Damn it.
It's 13. That's right, because you upgraded his armor with
I
studded
did.
leather, right?
Yeah, I gave him some leather.
Yeah.
Whew.
It was +1 studded leather. That's why it's that high. Got it. Okay.
That was smart of me. Whew.
And with that, it is now Ultan's turn.
Right, I'm looking at all of the things I can do. It's so many decisions, can't decide. Would probably be. That's just a. Oh shit. Okay. Where is it? Shalala on my quarterstaff.
All right.
And
You watch as like some various divines and magical energy starts infusing into it.
And that, if I remember right, doesn't change the damage, just the attack, right? The hit.
Makes it do D8.
Ah.
So as if you were using it two-handed.
Yeah. And it's my spellcasting ability instead of strength.
Correct.
If I added that to my, I don't know if I added that Shalala version into my. Nope. Damn. So I have to do just roll a 1d20 plus my spell attack. Or is
Yes.
it just my wisdom modifier?
So plus your, or wait, Shalala?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Instead of strength for attack, the damage rolls of melee attacks using that weapon, and the weapon's damage type becomes a 1d8.
you can use your spellcasting ability instead of strength. Oh,
Yes.
so just my wisdom modifier.
Which would be wisdom. Yep.
So it would add +4 to the +2, or would it just be +4?
Plus the 2 because your proficiency bonus.
Okay. So then it would be like roll a d20 +6. So I'll use Shillelagh on that goblin in front of me and hit it with my quarterstaff. And
There you go. You got an attack now.
rolled.
All right.
Does that miss?
12 will not hit as this
Okay.
goblin. It makes contact with him, but it doesn't seem to be effective as it just kind of brushes off his armor a little bit.
Okay.
Also, I put that attack in your thing now. So, next up is Pierre.
Right. I draw my rapier after dodging an arrow, and after Blackie almost avoiding near death, I yell, "Hey, what's the big idea?" as I start marching over. What's going on? I was right here, right? Yeah, 1, 2.
All right. Larry, you're up.
All right. So if I shot at the ones next to Gil, would that be with disadvantage or not?
No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot the ones next to Gil. I'm gonna shoot the one in front of him to the north, and then Hordebreaker to the one to the west.
Okay. First one hits. For 9 points of piercing damage, is straight through the eye. And the next one?
There's two. There's a 13 and 18 and an 18 and 19.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the 13. So the first one missed actually against the guy in the north. The second one hit, dealing 13 points of piercing damage as it pegs him right in the eye. All right.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to cast the Hail of Thorns spell. So my next attack will have
Okay.
extra things.
Sounds good. Gil, you're up.
All right, we will use the scimitar on the one in front of me.
Make your attack roll. That'll miss.
And
So you swing the
then,
scimitar towards him. He dodges out of the way.
and then I can use short sword.
Make your attack. That'll hit.
Let's see, I have to get it's a 1d6. That doesn't get the modifier.
Correct. As he dodges out of the way of the first attack, he dodges straight into your short sword, which pierces him for 2 points of damage. And it is their turn. He's going to swing back at you with his scimitar. 17 to hit for 6 points of slashing damage. This guy here is going to use his scimitar against Ultan.
It's
Going to hit for 7 points of slashing damage.
cool.
So this guy starts running up towards the back line. He can just get in range of Pierre. He's going to attack you with his scimitar. 18 to hit. Pierre?
Brendan.
Looks like 18 will hit for 7 points of slashing damage. As Brendan is AFK.
I'm back. I just had to use.
You just got hit for 7 points of slashing damage. I just recorded it though, so you're good now.
Oh, okay. Oh,
This one over here is going to come around and he's going to fire an attack against Larry. And as he does so, straight into the tree in front of him, and it like shatters a little bit of it, spraying some splinters in his eye for 1 point of piercing damage.
Oh no, he's got a piece of twig in his eye.
And now he's doing disadvantage.
And it's kind of comical as he's like,
You know that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where they're firing forks and stuff out of the cannon? And it hits the guy in his wooden eye.
Yeah.
It's like a twig out of his eye.
So either way, that goblin has disadvantage on his next attack. This one here is going to run up to Ultan and make a scimitar attack.
It's
13. That's going to hit for 5 points of slashing damage.
okay.
This one here is coming around the corner. He's going to make a short bow attack against Lackey. 18 will hit for 7 points of piercing damage. Lackey is now unconscious.
God damn it.
All right. Next, this guy one's going to come up to here, make a short bow attack against Gil. That's going to miss as he fires and it just goes off into nowhere. This one over here is going to come down and making a short bow attack against Pierre. Oop, he moved too far. Right there. It's going to tink straight off of your armor, Pierre.
Oh, good.
Ultan, you're up.
Yeah, I didn't see all those other ones hiding behind the tree. Damn. If I knew they were there, I would have done something very different. Oh well.
We all know.
My turn?
Yes.
Gil's turn, I thought. Or Larry's turn?
Gil already went. Goblins.
One second.
And goblins went. Okay, then it's my turn. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I do have AoEs still. And it is level 1. What's it do at level 2? Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna cast Thunderwave at level 3 on the 15-foot cube, so that's gonna be right there. Probably the most I can fit. Or yeah, right there.
Okay.
Level 3.
So their Constitution save for them, right?
Constitution save, yep.
Goblin. Against a 15? 14?
14. So they do get pushed back 10 feet, and they're going to take Thunderwave at level 2. Submit.
Ooh, as you cast it, you watch as it looks like their bones are crushing inside of their body as they get knocked back and away. One of them is just going to ping off that tree and shoot off to the side. The other one's going to get knocked just back.
Those aren't bonus actions. Oh, wait. Hidden Step is a bonus action, though.
It is.
I will cast Hidden Step as my... Because it is a bonus action, not necessarily a cantrip, but...
I don't know which one to use for invisible, so we're just going to use this one.
And then... I'm going to move back towards the party. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Next up is Pierre.
All right. Seeing that my to fight the, so without holding back, I'm gonna thrust my rapier at that.
Make your attack roll.
1 sec, I was still on the HP thing. Go. Oh.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
All right.
As you pierce your rapier straight through his heart, he falls back dead. Next up is... Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Oh, and actually, can I move a bit?
What's that?
Can I move to Lackey?
Can. You also need to make a death saving throw for Lackey.
Okay. All right, let me make my move then.
So that'll be a D20.
All right. Death saving throw for Lackey, 1d20.
No, is that it?
That's one failure.
Damn.
That's right.
I believe, right?
Yeah, 1 to 10 is half of it. 11
Yep.
to 20
That makes
is the other
sense.
half.
All
That
right.
makes sense.
Next up is Larry.
All right, these two right here.
Which two?
Uh,
Okay.
The one
I
up
see.
on the north, I'm going to
Yep.
shoot first, and then Hornbreaker to the one next to him.
Make your attack roll. First shot will hit.
For this much, and the other guy needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's right, because of the thing. And that's a 2d6, right? 1d10. 1d10.
2010.
12.
Actually doesn't make it. He needs a 13.
Okay. He watches this explosion of thorns shoots out, and he's trying to work some stuff out of his eye, so he's like holding his eye wide open, and then more spikes just straight into it, killing him dead.
His eye. His poor eye.
That's Larry's turn.
All right. Gil, you're up.
All right, let's swing at him again.
All right. 26 will hit, believe it or not.
Oh,
No way.
And with the 12 damage there, how do you want to do this?
well, we're gonna go straight up
That's a max
decapitation.
for that thing.
One quick slice, so quickly that there's not even blood left on your sword.
Wow.
All right, and come up to this guy and use short sword.
Okay, make your attack roll. That'll hit as you slice. He's like looking around, trying to see where the crap this this hobgoblin from his view went, and right in the back, you catch him right along the spinal cord. He falls over, dead.
Oh, that means I can still move without provoking. That was only 10. Yeah, we can move 10 feet back more. Get a little bit closer to the group.
All right. As you're doing so, another goblin pops his head out around that bush and makes a shot at Pierre. And that'll hit for 7 points of piercing damage.
Ugh.
He kind of backs up and takes some cover behind this tree here.
Little weasel, you're next.
4, 5, 6.
18.
This guy here is going to use his. Oh, no, he's going to do that. Yeah. This one is going to continue running up, and he's going to run up to Gil and swing his scimitar at you, which will hit for 6 points of slashing damage. And it is now Ultan's turn.
I will cast Cure Wounds on Lackey.
Okay. And Lackey now has.
I appear. Hello there. And press. Oh shit! That's not how you do that, stupid.
What's your wisdom modifier? Or wait, how much does that do?
It'll do whatever I tell it to do when I roll. Boop. How much? It's probably full health.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you would have casted, it gives him full health.
And then, hold on, Gil. I'm on my way. And wow, what the hell's going on? Try to move over here, but for some reason my mouse is not clicking where I want it to. That's weird. Anyways,
Okay.
that should end my turn, because yeah, that should end my turn.
Pierre, you're up.
All right. Relieved that Lackey is back on his feet and alive and well, I'm going to say, I'm coming for you. Points specifically to that goblin.
Okay.
And I'm going to sprint. That gives me 40 speed, right? 40 movement.
For the dash, that'll be 60 feet.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3. There you are, you little weasel.
So you're actually able to get all the way up next to him if you want.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Now I gotcha.
All right. Next up is Larry.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Also, Pierre, make an intimidation check with disadvantage for me.
Disadvantage? Why? Oh, okay. I'm very good at that.
Oh.
Aww.
I can be very intimidating. How about the rapscallion?
All right. Larry, make the attack roll. As you fire your bow at that one, sinks straight into him, dealing 13 points of piercing. How do you want to do this?
I'm assuming he's running away, so as he's running away, I just want to hit him right in the back of the neck. Possibly
that one there,
taking his
he's
head
not
off.
running away. He's behind a tree, but maybe like while you'd still be able to pierce him right in the back, right in the front of the neck.
Yeah, let's do that and see if it takes his
All
head
right.
off.
You watch as like 3/4 of the neck just disappears, and like the rest of his head just kind of flops down over his shoulder as he falls to the ground. All right. Next up is Gil.
And I think we should finish off the survivor. He's fucking stupid. Yeah, this will probably be murder because
That'll hit and roll the damage. That'll do it. As you slash the scimitar at him, it just cuts straight across his leg and his stomach.
And that's all of them?
Not yet.
Oh.
This
Oh,
one
the
next to
one.
you, Pierre, is going to disengage as a bonus action and run like a bitch. Full dash.
Full dash, bonus action, disengage, yeah.
goblins have nimble escape.
All right. Next up is Ultan.
How far is that goblin?
Can you see him?
No, it's not.
You're not sure.
60 feet from where he was.
I will cast Cure Wounds on Gil.
Okay.
Or let's do it at level 2. Here. Scroll down a little bit. Press this. Press this.
And while he's doing that, Pierre, you're up next.
That's how much health you get, Matt.
14 points of healing.
Cool. Well, thanks.
Gosh.
You watch as some of the bleeding wounds start to close magically.
I have a bloody
Pierre.
idea how Cure Wounds works.
Pierre?
Brendan,
I'm here.
you're up.
Now that everyone's slain, that I see anyway.
So the goblin was running away from you. You could just barely keep up with him if you want.
Not worth it.
Okay.
My poor lackey is just revived, and I should probably see if he's all right. I did spook him off, so.
All right. With that, we'll go ahead and go into roleplay mode.
Two.
Lucky,
Or
Lucky, are
actually,
you all right,
Larry,
boy?
you might be able to see him and get an attack off.
Yep, I can. Doing
All right,
it.
make an attack roll.
Oh, hell yeah.
That'll
God.
hit. And he dies. He only had 3 health, so. All right.
Oh.
Now we're in roleplay mode.
You did
Now
warn
we
them,
did
right?
all the bodies.
With the bodies.
I turned to Gil and
Oh.
Ultan.
I'm gonna,
So what happened there?
they're very...
Bloody barrels. You can't even negotiate with them.
I'm gonna help Gil investigate the bodies.
All right, make an investigation check with advantage, Gil.
When I can find my mouse.
I am going to drink a potion.
Yay!
Maybe not.
Looking around, you managed to find 10 gold pieces, 96 coppers, and you also find one of them has a backpack with a healer's kit inside.
Oh, what
Wow.
A healer's kit.
Oh, cool. Now I have to do math.
Oh,
Divided by-
Gil,
What?
if we ever come across goblins again, I suggest we try that again. I'll just turn into the silent hobgoblin, and you just tell them to piss off.
All right, and if we have Larry, we'll just attack.
But maybe we need a strategy for our other friends too, because if we want them to piss off without killing them, we need a reason for our friends to be here.
Yep. I agree.
The map changed. So. Okay.
Every time I move you guys back to the player's map, I have this paranoia that I'm going to accidentally put you on my map.
Someday you
That would
might.
be funny. Just take 5 giant steps. Hey, look, we're there.
You could print off your map and then
could.
just archive it so that it's not a
Yeah,
possibility.
but the thing is, like, I update it while you guys are on the mission, too, for what things you have and haven't come across.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Because I do see little lines of
I
our
can do
little
that with a
map.
printout copy. I just have to print out a bunch of copies.
Okay.
Anyway,
We're heading
yeah.
back.
All right.
Yep.
Finishing your long rest. The rest of the night happens without much incident. For the rest of the way back, can I have well, Gil and Larry are able to guide you guys back, no problem. Keeping watch, Larry, as you're leaving the forest, you notice this interesting pattern of flowers hanging on one of the tree branches on the way out that you know was not there on the way in. It just looks like somebody has arranged flowers on a tree branch.
I will point it out to the rest of the party.
Just growing there or hung there?
They appear to be hung there, or like kind of placed in amongst the leaves on that branch.
I'm going to investigate them for any druidic message.
Okay. What would that be? That would be
Inspect them for a druidic message.
Yeah, we'll just do investigation.
Okay.
Investigation or nature.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the one that's a little bit higher.
Okay. Among druidic circles, you know that clusters of flowers usually represents almost like a boundary of some sort, and the type of flower kind of determines the type of boundary. And these flowers are a protective boundary. Like anything that enters these woods, or rather, the woods are being protected by certain entities. So.
Okay.
All right.
So these woods here are definitely being protected by druids, probably druids of the forest. These flowers here mean that they say beyond this point, this is what we protect. So I would actually be very careful about damaging any creatures natural to the woods, falling any trees. Just treat the woods as if you were in a friend's house.
Well, what type of friend are we talking?
A friend that would kill you if you pissed him off.
Oh. Well. Be far from it for a gentleman like me to negate the protocols of hospitality.
I start thinking about all the friends.
All right. With that, it's easy enough to make your way down along the Miserly River. You see some more baboons, chase them off again, no problem. And
hey, you! Get out of here!
We've come full circle.
And after 2 days of travel, towards the end of the second day, you come across from Independence. You see the fishermen on the other side of the river, kind of pulling his nets back up, or his catch for the day up, and managed to signal him down and get back across the river. The price was included in the 5 gold from before, so no additional payments needed.
Oh, awesome.
You find your way back into Independence.
Sweet. And call
Anything
it there?
you guys would like to do right after getting back?
Oh, there was some gold that we found on the first camp. I didn't divide it. I thought Zach was going to. Anybody write that down? I didn't write it down.
If you need, I can put it up again.
Yes, please. I'll do the next
Boop.
Yeah, you want to divide it up?
Members is calling. Members
Brendan,
is
you have the Evergreen Forest.
I did.